Disclaimer, fair use act, education purpose use only. All rights and image and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Boy, when I say, man, perfect timing for me. Perfect timing for me. Man, you know what? Man, I'm glad that look, y'all, I got some footage now, you know what I'm saying, I can twerk with, right? I got some footage. But I gotta break this down. I got to break this down, right? And I want to show y'all this, right? I'm gonna wait till a couple of people come on near her, you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all welcome to the game, y'all. Know what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. Now look, when I was telling everybody, look, Leonora car is on the footage being trailed by the police. And this gonna be, according to this footage, it's gonna be at 12 something. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Now, Leonora car on the footage, Miss Teresa truck on the footage. Keep this in mind, Kenneka is driving a white car, a white vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. That's Miss Teresa's old car. So clear this up. That Miss Teresa want y'all to believe I had them to bring me my car and she got a whole truck at the house. Right? Keep that in mind. Okay. And you remember the sad story they was telling us, you know, they made us stay outside and we were just hoping and praying, you know what I'm saying? And all of these crocodile tears and stuff. Look what they were actually doing. Look, listen to these reports. Watch this. You finna hear if you got Miss Teresa car back here. Leonora car back here. And make it so bad, we know for a fact that the car is going to be in this location. All right? Keep this in mind. When the beverage manager, y'all know the freezer, she said, let me do it like this. Check this out. Because now y'all know the layout now, right? The most famous footage in the world is this kitchen footage right here. Let me go to this so we get a clear understanding of the layout. Now y'all see how they got, now y'all see this right here? Okay, right here. Soon when you come through those double doors, you right here at the back dock. So when the beverage manager walk this way, he would be right here. And the police would be where? He said he'll be at the trash dock. So the police would be right here. All of them. Right? Leonora is right here. Miss Teresa is right here. Because if you go to the footage the next day, right? That night when Miss Teresa and them came back, walked in the hotel now, and they went in that little room. So basically all this was, they already knew where the girl was at the whole time. So Miss Teresa she came in this way, walked through the double door, and that's why it went the way it went, right? Okay, listen to this. This finna expose it all.
600 from 609. Good. Is hotel manager with you, or is she in the lobby or anything? Negative, just front desk personnel. Can you see if they could radio her to be lost her? See if they could radio her and have her just meet us up by the lobby and let me know if they get a hold of her.
That's when it all finna go down.
301 in the area.
301, 10-4.
Alright, 600, 609, I got her here with me in the lobby. Alright, 10-4, we're headed up.
Y'all hear this? Look at the timestamps on this stuff.
301.
301.
They've shut the music off for the evening, I'll be finished.
Told you.
10-4.
Mm-hmm.
201, I copy. Go ahead. Still by the cafeteria or?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Dan. Yeah, there are numerous areas in this basement and it's off in the sub-basement. I don't know if you want to bring out the firehouse and have them do a secondary search behind us, various research, looking at numerous rooms, crevices, levels.
And make it so bad, right? Check this out. Everybody know if you supposed to know this, the police in the hotel, right? They supposed to be doing the search, right? If you go to the paperwork, Livanora supposed to have to call the laws back and say, hey, we located Kenneka. And they say, where? And they said, we think she on the 11th floor. I mean, on the 13th floor, right? So while the police is searching in the basement, you also got another set of officers on the 13th floor, right? Keep this in mind. Guess who's gonna be with these people? The family. That's crazy. Cause that means when the beverage manager, boom, 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 open the freezer, hey, there's a body right there. They came out, met up with police officers right here, and Mr. Reese and them will be right here the whole time. They even finna talk about this on the radio.
Alright, 10-4. I'll get them out here responding cold and then just pop up in the lobby and we'll make a plan.
Uh-huh. Make a plan.
Okay. 201 to 600, you still want me to stay outside with the family?
Told you.
Yeah, for now, Rick. Thank you.
Told you. Outside with the family. So Miss Teresa and them was ducking and dodging all of this shit back here. It's cause you know me. If I was in her shoes, you would have seen me walking down food. You would never seen Miss Teresa walk down the food court hall. Only camera that spotted her was the lobby camera. And that camera where they show her going in that room and straight to the freezer. That's it. No walking around that job, you know, none of this stuff, right? All right, so they with the family. You got these people caught on the footage with the police here. Boom. Miss Teresa car came first. You can even see the ambulance truck right here, bro. So look. So now you got the ambulance truck on this side, right? let's go back to this. So if you go back, so the ambulance truck stopped right here, right in front of Bill Mary Kitchen. They had to come in through this way. Keep this in mind, the freezer is right there. The freezer is right there. Right here to be exactly. They had to come in through that door, walk around through her and try to make it look like they came through her with the scratcher. So basically what they did, they transferred her through the goddamn kitchen, the goddamn crime scene. Boom. Put her in the van and she gone. So now look, this the crazy part about it, right? When I tell y'all this shit, I'm finna show y'all what they do with these people, bro. Okay. This Crown Plaza. All of this is up underground, bro. All of this is connected underground. All of it, because you got to deal with 18-wheeler trucks. You know what I'm saying? Delivery trucks. All of this equipment trucks. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff, right? Now look. When I tell you this, here go the parking lot. Right here. This what Miss Teresa and them will be at right here when they talking about, hey, it look like it's a struggle on the 13th floor. And keep this in mind, they could have been at the DoubleTree too. Right? Now look. Go back to this.
10-4. $201 to 600.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Just to confirm, the original room you guys checked was 926, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a yes. 10-9?
Now if you
Yes, 926 is the room that we checked. Alright, 10-4.
that's why we kept hearing family members in the background of these calls. Look, check this out. Hold on. Teresa Martin. No, I don't think I got my mic set up on this one. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta go to and watch how I'm finna match these times up right quick. Where's she at? Hold on. Right here. God damn it. They ain't got the time on that one. I need that time on that one. Hold on. That's the video I need, but I need the timestamp on that one. All right. This is going to be a good one, too. So I'm going to save this one. Let me go to this one first. See if they got the timestamp. Yeah, they got it. Look. You see the timestamp on her? You see the timestamp, right? Look at this. Boom. And then look, boom. Instantly. They ain't even stay in there not even a full minute. Like 15 seconds. That ain't even enough. You come on. Right? Listen to this.
600.
Good.
Noise complaint, Carroll Court. Need 2.
Now you got a noise complaint at Carroll Court.
Alright, take 201 and...
Oh, we didn't get to J Money. I talk about J Money, you know what I'm saying? Because look, round about this time, right? This J Money finna, look. J Money really finna expose everything without even trying to expose. Y'all remember when J Money was walking through that kitchen recording? He went straight to the area and bro, when I say, man, when you start seeing him moving around there, John, you'll understand. Because watch this. You got Mitchell Rich will be running out the hotel. Now keep this in mind. This ain't even the tent yet. They said this the night at 11:43. Right?
301.
10-4, 201-31.
Good.
It's going to be in the front of 10466 Carroll Court, 10466 Carroll Court.
Yeah. And I looked up 106.
Refuse to leave any information besides loud music going on outside.
So Carroll Court
201, 10-4.
is all the way down the street though. It's an apartment complex. Who stayed there? I don't know.
301, 10-4.
All right. Now this at 11:21. Look at this.
101, did you guys go up?
Go up, do what now?
We're trying to figure out what floor. It sounds like it's going to be the 13th. 10-4, you believe 13th? Yeah.
That's why he would be laughing.
Just FYI, use binoculars. Look up there. It appears there might be a struggle going on in that room. Hard to tell, but from the binoculars and from the very limited view I had, it could be a struggle.
So check this out. Now we got to mention Antonio and Vet Evans, bruh. Because when it comes to Antonio and Vet Evans, right? Like that girl said, hold on. This finna get exposed at its finest, y'all. Antonia Levette Evans. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me type this in first. Oh, shit, no wonder I'm spelling this shit wrong. Now, that go back to her. Look.
Getting messages.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to tell y'all everything that I know because I know for a fact that a lot of you guys
not my video.
stop paying attention to this story.
So when I heard, so I want to know, did Antonio Vet actually got assaulted? Because you got to keep this in mind, right? Somebody went to the hospital. We know that for a fact. We know that for a fact. And they talking about it's a struggle going on up there. How true that is, I don't know. But one thing I can tell you about this girl right here, this lady lied so hard, but gave y'all the truth at the same time. So this what happened. Kenneka died because Antonio and Vet Evans, they target Antonio and Vet Evans. She slipped away. That's how Kenneka and Eugenia Walker ended up dying. So you actually had two girls that's actually dead. It could have been three, but one survived and got out of there. That's why they said Kenneka was in witness protection program. But keep this in mind, they were trying to have everybody believe there was Antonio and Vet Evans in the freezer or a Naisha Flowers. That's what King Robin were putting out, right? So all of that was distraction because they really target Antonio and Vet Evans. And guess what they did, right? Just say the plan didn't go the way it was supposed to be. Right? Just say if you're working for the mob and the mob hire you to do a hit, and you do the hit and the victim's still alive, the mob finna assassinate you. Or you gonna have to give up somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm looking at it. Cause it's like we weren't supposed to never heard nothing about this case. I believe somewhere down the line, Miss Teresa, right? Sometime at that hotel, somebody got spooked and started leaking videos. That's why you got the Irene video. It was a cover up for something, bruh. So listen closely what she said again. Now we know Antonio and Vet Evans is alive. That is not Antonio and Vet Evans in the grave. If you would dig that grave for right now, 9 times out of 10, if there's Kenneka in that grave, because now I'm starting to think that is Kenneka in that grave. But if you dig that body up, I bet you ain't no organs in there. So listen to this.
Go to www.flyhike.com.
From September 9th to today.
This
I'm
is
going
not
to
my
tell you
video.
what's going on.
Just listen
and
what happened.
You need to hear this. This is very serious.
I'm not sure if this is true or not, but
right?
this is
this
just
is
the
what
story
happened.
I picked up.
Number one, 2 girls were killed. Okay? 2 girls were killed. The footage that was released the night of Kenneka's death was fake. Okay? Her roaming the halls was scripted and staged. Her walking into the kitchen was scripted and staged. And also, the footage of the live video in the room was staged. They had all those kids go in there and pretend, okay? Kenneka died 3 days before that night. The woman that died that night is Antonia Evans, and y'all ain't even really seen her yet, unless you've been following the story. So I'm going to break it down to you, okay? Andrew Holmes is the activist that claims that he saw the footage of Kenneka walking into the freezer and then later on went back and denied it. That's Andrew Holmes. He's the black guy. He's the one that started all this shit. There was a girl that got raped in March, okay? She got raped in March of 2017, but she looked exactly like Kenneka. Now, you got Lenora and Teresa playing the mom and the sister. That is not her mom, and that is not her motherfucking sister, okay? She's not neither of them. The sister is actually related to the girl that was raped in March that looks like Kenneka, but that's not her. So I'm going to tell you what they did. They hid Brianna in Indiana and paid Kenneka to play 2 people. They played Kenneka to play Brianna because she looked so much like her, and they also paid her to play a girl that died in the freezer, but she was never supposed to die. The other girl that died is Antonia Evans. So listen to me, because this is confusing. There's 3 girls. 3. There's Antonia Evans, there's Kenneka, and there's Brianna. Brianna's still alive. That's the girl that was originally raped, that was in on it too. She got paid to allow them to 48-year-old woman that went missing the same time as Kenneka. Her mother is 65 years old and has been looking for her for months. Talk to her daughter every day. All of a sudden, she disappears. So let me tell you what they did. They tricked Kenneka and told Kenneka they were going to kill Antonia at the hotel. She was supposed to get a lump sum of money for the organs. So the real Kenneka thought she was about to get paid off, but they ended up killing her ass off too, because she was young and her body was more valuable. So basically, yeah, Kenneka was at the hotel, but not on the 9th. She was there on the 6th. She got drunk. She got there early in the daytime. She got drunk. Her friend Monifa, once she was drunk, took her to the cremation place. And when she went to the cremation place, it was the mom, the big sister, and the big dogs and the higher-ups. They took her ass out, bro. Bam, no more Kenneka. Mutilated her body, took all of her organs, no more Kenneka. All right? Now we need somebody to put in the casket at this funeral. That's where Antonia comes in. They killed Antonia, took Kenneka's clothes from the cremation spot, put them on Antonia, put Antonia in a casket, and buried her under Kenneka's name. That's what they did. So basically, now that people are investigating, they're about to pull up the body, and I bet money they didn't expect for this to get this big, bro. They didn't expect that. They about to exhume the body and watch. It's another woman in there. It's not going to be no 19-year-old girl. The 19-year-old girl is fully cremated. She's
So this was actually going on. When they were talking about a situation that happened in March, there's going to have to be Kenneka's cousin. She ended up getting, abused by these people. Guess who had the video? Andrew Holmes. Okay. So basically she telling y'all, look, something happened in March. Now look, Kenneka gonna die on the 6th, right? Keep this in mind. You gotta go a week before that, cause people was already booking rooms. They booked rooms on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th night, all the way to the 14th, right? Now look, when I say, man, you could dig into this stuff and find out, right? And with the help of the payout game, guess what happened? Since this Crown Plaza right here, I'm finna show y'all, bro, is where is the surgery building. And keep this in mind. They said it's a hospital in the basement, right? Now look, I seen the blueprint. And people, this how I know it's an underground tunnel, because you can start from right here on this street. Hold on, is it this street? Nah, it's the next street. You can even go here. Right here. It leads underground, bro. So when they were talking about underground, watch this. You can actually, boom, you can have your clients, boom, 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 book these rooms, because everybody finna go steal organs. So everybody will go where? Down in the basement. And guess where they'll walk to? They're gonna walk all the way over here. Right? Hold on, let me blow this up. On the road, just a hop and a skip. Here go the movie theaters, right? Ain't this the movie theaters? Okay. Check this out. If you go behind the movie theaters, oh shit. Y'all see this building right here? Y'all see this big building right here? Guess what this is? Let's go to it. Because you got to read the signs on this. They all in plain sight. They all in plain sight right here. Check this out. Come on, man. Get me down there. See, I hate this new Google shit here. You know what I'm talking about? So I got to go through all this shit. All right, here we go. This right behind the movie theater. Right here. Watch this, y'all. Payao. Payao. Here you go, right here, right behind the movies. In the cut. In the cut, bro. Look. These two facilities is where they do surgery. Look. Just say this would be the perfect disguise. Hey, let's go to the movies. You'll get a motherfucker go to the movie. Yeah, let's go see the movie It. A bunch of clowns. And next thing you know, you could be like, hey, we were watching a movie. And next thing you know, she said she had to go use the bathroom. And we never saw her again. Somebody could, boom, went in the bathroom, boom, got you out of there, brought you out of her, boom, straight over there. Hop in the skill. Round the building, bro. This make it a perfect, even more disguise. Think about how these people was thinking when they was doing this. Look, we're gonna act like we going to the movies, right? In Rosemont. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the world be like, what they doing all the way out there in Rosemont? Like it's way far out. No, they ain't nothing but a couple of miles from the hood. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, the movies. If I go to the movie, shit, them over about 10, 15 miles from where I'm at. So, look at this. These people were actually like, look, y'all come to the movie theaters. All right, boom. All right. Once y'all come to the movie theater, look, it's a parking garage. Y'all go in there and park and look. Y'all can park right here. Hold on, where I'm at. Right here, right. Here go the parking garage, right? Let's get everything understood. Oh, no wonder. I got to turn around. I got it upside down. This the movie theaters. Look how everything is on one block. Yep, you remember they talking about Bree 10 minutes away? She could have been walking, bro. She wasn't in no car. You see what I'm saying? Now look. Here go the movie theaters. Here go the surgery buildings. So they got these surgery buildings tucked in the back. You see what I'm saying? They got it tucked. You see how they disguised it? All right. Then you got other hotels and, other hotels right here. You got hotels right here all surrounding this organ surgery thing. Huh? No wonder. So look. You got video of T.Y. to my game. We at the movies, you know what I'm saying? It was like 11 something at night too. And I'm like, damn, they had the movies at 11 something at night, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like they were the last one walking in. It was like, really, they were the only one there. Because I ain't see no employee, no janitor, nobody, no clerk. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't see none of that in the video, but they was in there. Okay. So, this is where you get a lot of restaurants, bars and stuff. People come here, and go to the bar. So you got all this bar stuff going on. All this hotel and little restaurants, right? With this big old parking lot. So look, you come from the movie, boom, 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 come through the parking lot. That's why every time we see these people on the footage, they were always going where? Right up in here. Cross the parking lot, right up through there, right? Then, if you look at it, the way I'm looking at it, you got the organs. That's what Friends K was telling me in the letter. He was like, look in the surrounding area, he tied other organ harvesters. And he said he worked there for 6 months. Yeah, all of this in walking distance. Walking distance, bro. So now look. The video finna explain everything. So look, boom. You got them coming in the parking lot. You got Kenneka car in the parking lot. Miss Teresa car in the parking lot. Leonora car in the parking lot. And other family members' car in the parking lot. So check this out. You can actually... Oh, I got to go here too. Across the street, you got the Rosemont Theater. This finna play a major role too. Because right behind the Rosemont Theater is the first police station. Rosemont Police Department. It's right here in walking distance. This was the first one. Check this out. I did some research. And the address was this right here. This is the address. $9501. Y'all should know the address on Rosemont Police, right? We all heard, you know what I'm saying, when Risco was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, yeah, they gonna have to come to our station. Even Miss Teresa called. Yeah, come on, 9501 West Devon Avenue. But this ain't West Devon Avenue. The address the same, but this is different street. Cause the other 9501 West Avenue is down the street. So now look. Y'all remember when Miss Teresa, hold on. Check this out. This the crazy part about it. I got to bring this up. Y'all remember Miss Teresa at the protest? At the mall? Hold on. Protest. I need to work on my typing skill. But my typing skill is off. Check this out. And look, they were singing that song and they were celebrating. All right, hold on. All right. What is John there? Because it was in October. Now look. Now this when they're going to be standing out in front of the hotel with Jackass. Hold on. Man, what that video is? All right. Anyway, y'all should know what video I'm talking about. They was all celebrating, dancing it, talking about ain't no mountain high. They on the move and all this stuff, right? So y'all know that video. All right. So if you know that video, right, keep this in mind. This is a police department, right? This is police department. This is what Miss Teresa shot the video with. Now I want to go this way. Right here. To the mall. Right across the street from the police station. And they were dancing right here. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right. Boy, let's cook. Keep this in mind. Y'all remember the insurance lady? Let me go to the insurance lady. Cause she finna get her ass exposed to the life insurance lady. Hold on. Right here, her. Hold up. She finna get exposed. Let me go to the oldest. 9 years ago. Not this one. It's gonna come up. 1 second, y'all. Let me cook up right quick. Cause it's a lot to take in with this shit. Alright. Look where Miss Teresa then was at. Right at the police station, bruh. Man, I could play this joint. Hold on. Before I play that joint. And then, look, it would make so much. I gotta play that joint. Cause look who they talking to. Bigfoot, the manager.
Inside of the hotel.
And look where they standing there.
Freezer. Because again, we still not seeing the particular freezer in question. But these are some more of the videos we want to
see the stop sign? That's Bigfoot.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
explain to us what we're looking at.
So they will be actually standing right here by the stop sign. And then look, you can look over here and you can actually see Crown Plaza from right here. You can see the DoubleTree, all this from right here, bro. Right? Right next to the police station. Look, so you mean to tell me these people standing right here with the manager? They ain't even on the property. Right? Look.
So, oh wait, that's not the one. That I don't know what that was, but see that I found that door, but I couldn't get in that door over there because it's locked.
Wait, go back.
You see how they got that black curtain?
See that?
It's not the doors we went through. The white door. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's what they showing us on the white doors right there. Mom, I know I'm talking about. Look at these.
So look how they all already found her in the freezer, and look how Zillionaire were acting. Ooh, those doors. We went through those doors. Oh yeah, you know it's acting green like. Look.
White door. Yeah, back over.
That's where it's at.
Go, look, right there. That is it.
Got him.
That's the door we went in, but they ain't showing us that door. That's the lower level. I mean, not the lower level. That's the regular
because there's
level.
another level down.
But that's the level up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
I'm telling you, them the white doors. I remember that. Them the white
doors.
Told you.
That door, watch, you're gonna see right now. I went through there. There's nothing there.
And look, now they got something right there covered. What's that black? Look, you could go.
So what's the whole purpose of this video then? To me, they just exposed their damn self. You out there with a manager posing like she was a guest at the hotel and she scrolling trying to find the freezer. Right? This is the same lady that was walking with Lennon them and Risco on the footage. And Miss Teresa, and they off the premises. They just show you the connection right here. Man, y'all at the mall? Right across the street from the police station? With Jed? Now you're finna see why Miss Teresa keep bringing Jed's name up. Then Miss Teresa made a post about Jed and said Jed was at the hotel that night. She told us a lot when she said that. Jed was at the hotel that night. Look, gang.
Yeah, I went through there.
I know them.
I went through there. There's nothing there. Watch. I went into this room.
Over there.
There's They sent you to.
Come on, hurry up.
Acting, look.
See, I went in here. Look.
Okay.
And there's a guy. Even a guy looked at me and he didn't even see nothing. He didn't say anything.
Told you.
You're in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
This is all the kitchen. That's it. No freezers or nothing in here. See?
Oh, they took all the freezers out.
There's nothing.
Sounding dumb as hell.
The freezer look mobile.
And this is the back door.
It's stainless steel.
It's a mobile
See,
freezer.
now I'm coming back
No,
out.
it's not mobile.
It's not mobile.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
So now I'm
So look, when I say these folk been working with the police, bruh, look at this. Who they gonna be with? Family members in the back.
(201) to 601.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. If you work your way down the hallway on that floor, the second room from the last, so if you work your way east, second room from the last room, that's there's someone looking out the window up there. That may match the description.
Guess what I believe they're gonna be at? Watch this, y'all. This is where I believe where they're gonna be at.
Rosemont from 601.
601, go ahead.
Myself, 609 Tango, and 101. We're going to be going downstairs in the basement area, Crown Plaza, just in case you use communication with us.
10-4.
Copies. I'll stay in the lobby. Relay.
So if you look at it from right here, if you was right here at this on top of this car garage, a parking lot, right? This is where they would be standing there.
201, come to the Crown Plaza.
If you work your way to the E, and we're gonna flash a light
10-4 right outside.
out the window.
Right,
So they can
front desk, grab the binoculars we left there, go outside to the family, and have them show you the room.
Told you.
10-4. I believe it's one down from the top. We're trying to figure out. We think it's floor 13. Temple. 201, 101. Go ahead.
If you're looking at the E on the Crown Plaza sign, if you look at the E, it's not the window directly below it, it's the one under that. So 2 underneath where the E is at.
10-4. The blinds are shut right now, but I'm going to get the binoculars.
That's how Miss Teresa and them talking about, yeah, they were looking.
201 or 101. We found the first room where it opened. You were broken up.
I won't even be surprised. Look, I won't even be surprised if somebody was still in that room. It could have been Antonio or Vet Ed. I don't know. But I know somebody need medical assistance because round 2, you're going to see, they're going to talk about, hey, we need an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going to see the ambulance on the footage. You know what I'm saying? Coming to get that person. They talking about that person need to be transported. So what if that person actually survived? You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to die. I don't know. They could be Antonio or Vet Ed. But now I do know this. You got Eugenia Walker and Kenneka Jenkins. Those 2 girls actually died. Now you got to think about the cover up for Eugenia Walker. Because now this finna match the timestamp up with Jalen Ford was in the car with Miss Teresa's nephew, the one that booked the room with the girl. Keep this in mind, Tanasia Walker is related to Eugenia Walker. Right? Keep this in mind, Kenneka Jenkins is related to all of these people in there. Right? So now look. So now you got proof that Miss Teresa and them is up here with the police and they talking about they see a struggle here. So that's why you see the police all back here. You know what I'm saying? And then it's connected to the DoubleTree. Because they could have been running in and out the DoubleTree, bro. Man, I won't even be surprised, bro, if you pull that Doubletree up footage round about this same time frame. Man, you might have other detectives, police officers, big ass family over here. You see what I'm saying? And then look.
Outside state party. We're going to flash a light out the window, see if this is the room that we were looking at. 10-4, stand by. I'll tell you when I'm out there.
And the first place that Miss Teresa went to was on that floor. What Miss Teresa said, she ran into a lady, and she said she did saw her daughter there with a group of girls and a group of guys. You actually went and found, you know what I'm saying, somebody that saw this and they saw you. You never talked about that lady again. Because she on the footage with that lady. And that lady is on that footage is a staff member. All right. So this show you proof if Miss Teresa doing all of this just shows you ain't she was cooperating with the police the whole time.
Back out, and I'm gonna go back through the other way.
Yeah, it's implanted within the walls. We have freezers just like the freezer that I got.
But they have safety latches, so if you're inside of the freezer,
you can pop it open. It's a white button.
Fully exposing herself.
Yeah, it's a big white button. You cannot miss it. You cannot miss it. It's a big button.
Okay.
And it's real easy to just pop. It's not hard or anything.
Because you went in the freezer.
I went inside the freezer.
So we're going to show you guys her going.
That's why when you heard the 911 call, when she on the 911 call with the police, you can even hear the police in the background with the walkie-talkies.
I didn't get that part. I didn't get the button part. I mean, I went inside.
So even if she didn't get it, many of us have heard the same account that there are safety latches on the freezer to come out of it if you get inside of it.
See, then I turned around and went back.
It ain't gonna close behind the
And not one time did they stop me at all.
I'm gonna press that button to get back.
Exactly. You can't Exactly.
As soon as you feel some air, you're gonna keep holding.
Exactly.
This is the one where I went in.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is it. This is
like the
it.
button glow in the dark.
This is it? What am I looking
It
at?
honestly looked like the button glow in the dark.
Okay, this is the hallway, right?
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you.
on the wall for a light.
And walking down.
It's too dark.
Exactly.
And if I'm drunk and I go in the dark room, like, what the fuck is going on? Who else in this room? I'm gonna try to find out if somebody else in this room.
You trying to hide your phone?
Yeah, because somebody was walking by.
Okay.
And then when they leave, I bring it back up.
That's just like what Chosen King said. Why come every time Miss Teresa will be at the police station, which is right here, where you got that building there, and the mall is right there. The mall is right here. Every time she come from the police station, if she cashing a check, if they giving her a check and she going in and spending it in the mall, and guess what? Guess what else I found out? It's a store that sell Mary Kay watches. And I said, that explains how they bought the watch and put it on the body, because that watch that was on Kenneka wrist was a brand new watch, but it was a knockoff brand. That's finna tie the watch back. Look. Let's go into this, John. Let me see, dude. Where the store at? Oh, man. See, that's why I hate this, though. I don't want to go to the parking lot. I want to go in the store. See what I'm saying? I no wonder why there's so many Teslas in that yard. So look, boom.
10-4 XU. Which family member am I supposed to ask? Ask the people in the lot right there to your left. They're standing by a white car in like the lower, where you got to walk down into the parking lot.
10-4, I see him.
Yeah, just ask them if this is the room that they were talking about.
Yes, that is the room they're talking about.
It's a bunch of little kids having a birthday party.
Four.
Hi, sorry, 201-101.
Go ahead.
Let me know if you see me, if this is the other room you were talking about.
No, it's the room directly to the west.
All right, 10-4. Do you see me?
Yes, that's the room they were speaking of.
Everything 10-4 in this room.
10-4.
From 609. Go ahead. When you guys are done up there, just meet me where the cameras are, please, or where I'm watching the footage. We are just about approaching. All right, 10-4. Go ahead.
Are you outside?
We're on floor 13.
All right, 10-4. If you want to come up there now, they're trying to figure out if they can pinpoint exactly which room.
Four.
So now y'all got the idea, right? Round about this time, you got the family outside with the police. At this time, you got the beverage manager missing. Let's go to 54 keys for this. Let me just go to her channel. Go to 54. Because look at her video. Guess who she talked about? Right? And you know what? I'm glad that she broke it down the way that she break it down. Because she really finna expose it to its finest. Like, you finna look at it and be like, damn, what was you thinking? You know what I'm saying? You should have just stayed out the way. So, it's got to be some type of guilt that's going on with 54, bro. Look, here go the food and beverage manager. Look, right about this time, look what be going
One of the
on.
things that I want to highlight in this statement is the fact that when they reviewed the cameras, this is what.
God, dog. I froze up, man. Oh, man, look like I froze up, gang. Yeah. I froze up, gang. Give me 1 second, y'all.
They said they were advised at 3:32 a.m. They observed Jenkins walk into the kitchen areas by herself and walk back to the.
Let's go to this.
On September the 17th. Okay.
Hold up.
So this right here, the statement that we about to cover right now, is the interview that they did on the 10th, right after he found Kenneka's body, and we're gonna read all that shit, just so we ain't confused about no shit over here. Okay. But it says on the early morning hours of September the 10th, they spoke with a Crown Plaza employee in the north parking lot of the hotel.
Ooh.
And this is what he had to say. He says, he related to me that he is an assistant food and beverage manager at the Crown Plaza. He also assisted the hotel security at times when needed. He has been employed at the hotel since 2011. I then asked him to walk me through his day on September the 9th. And let me tell y'all what bothers me about this part of the
That explains why he would still be on duty on the third shift. Because he the ones, you know what I'm saying, going to have access to a kitchen that time in the morning. So he's the man with the keys right here. So that explains why he would have to be the one that discovered the body. Nobody else, right? Don't it make sense now? Now keep this in mind. All this will be going on with this 911 dispatch. That's why the police was already right here. Because when he went up under that door, he got to come right here. This the first thing he gonna see is this. Right here. That doc right here. And the police said he was right here. Guess what Miss Teresa and them had? Guess what Leonora and them had? So the whole time while he was in the kitchen, Miss Teresa and them could have been right here watching this shit. I won't even be surprised if that's when they were putting her ass in there. And that's the reason why they had them back here. It was a distraction. Yeah, we on the 13th floor. Yeah, we also in the basement too. Yeah, where y'all at? Yeah, we outside with the family. And you got him missing. And the whole time, maybe with all that was a distraction, and they were actually putting her in there. Maybe she wasn't in that freezer like the way we think it would. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, the girl was killed and they placed her in the freezer just for this investigation. You want to know why I said that? Because the body already swolled up, but Miss Teresa got funeral pictures and the body looked perfectly fine. So I say those funeral home pictures were taken first, then the freezer. Because you can easily take that's why the funeral home will be there. See, if they got the body, they can bring the body back up there, put it in the freezer, boom, and stage the whole thing, and bam, and then bring the body back. Man, I won't be thinking like this if they won't draw it up like this. Because once you break that pattern and recognize what you actually seeing and revealing, you be like, whoa, wait a minute. This is an easy lick here. Hey, we'll give all y'all hotel rooms. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all get the hotel room, man. We got restaurants out here. Y'all like to eat everything. We got the movies out here. Hey, bring us some kidneys. Oh, yeah, cool. And y'all can throw parties in this job. Then you got security on your team. This Crown Plaza is run like H&H Homes Hotel. And his first hotel was on the west side. I think on the west side of Chicago. Right there at, you know what I'm saying? Right up there where O Block is. It's not even far from O Block, bro. And look, and Kiara Cole worked for the same postal service that H&H. It was a hotel at first, and it turned to a postal service. That's where Kiara Cole come in to play at, bruh. That's why they even staged a lookalike, just like they did Kenneka. Had a fake girl walking towards the freezer, and when it comes to the Kiara Cole, they gave a fake postal worker walking down their way. Look, watch this though.
It wasn't just because he told them that he was a food and beverage manager. It was the fact that he added in that he assists the hotel security at times when needed.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, okay, like,
I
mean, because some of us already were speculating that him and the security was in on this shit.
Yeah.
You know? So that just stood out to me. But then he goes on to say that he stated that
because he got a big security background. If you see what school he went to, check this out. This one thing I figured out right. Y'all know Cabrini Green Project, right? Everybody know the famous Cabrini Green Project. Everybody should know the Henry Horn projects, right? If you look up Henry Horn projects, so I started looking into I'm like, who is Henry Horn? Henry Horn is a Jewish man, a rich man. And you see those apartments, those scratches alone just will show you this the way these people think about you, bro. They'll pile you up into these buildings. Right? They'll pile, cause look, they finna make it so hard for you to get a job, everybody gonna be frustrated in the household. Every household gonna be frustrated. The wife, you know what I'm saying, man. You know, this is Section 8 apartment, but no man don't supposed to be in this job. Right? But it's niggas all around. They want you to make these babies. You know what I'm saying? So they can experiment on you, bro. Like, I don't want to get too deep into that. Not right now. Because I'm moving too fast. All right. This is what I'm thinking, gang. I honestly believe Kenneka was killed at the hotel. And they took her out the hotel. Somewhere down the line, they needed the body back at the hotel because something got exposed, like the Irene live video. Think about Miss Teresa mindset and the staff mindset. Y'all see how she crashing out now? Think about she released that video. Boom! She got Kenneka's phone. She released that video. Wham! Now it done blew up. Guess what they had to do? Now they got to bring the body back to the hotel and stage a whole investigation scene. You see what I'm saying? So I really feel like Miss Teresa crashed out. That's why nobody ain't fucking with that lady no more. I felt like that lady put everybody in their hot seat. I felt like that lady crashed out and said, fuck this shit. Boom, released the video, and all hell broke loose. You got Irene, Bree, all these folk arguing with each other. Man, then look, you got all these folk, then you got the hotel, like, what the fuck? Like, they don't even know what to do. The police don't even know what to do at this point. Man, Kenneka Jenkins done shook the whole world, bro. So look, if you look at it, if that way, I ain't saying it can happen like that though. But what I'm basically saying is, if you got all this going on at 11 something, at 12, Miss Teresa linked in with the police, right? She linked in with the police. Miss Teresa gonna have to be right here for them to have binoculars to be seeing this. Cause they can't see this from the ground level. You know, they got to be right up in here. Even in the investigation, somebody dropped their wallet here. Somebody dropped the wallet here. Containing a family member. You finna even hear that on the dispatcher call, right? So boom, if you got the beverage manager right here, and when he walked through here, he got to come this way. Right? He got to come this way, boom, 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 and run into the police. So now you got police in the lot right here. So half of these police are going to be with the family. Now y'all see those double doors right there? That's when Bigfoot, look, check this out. I'm going to get back to those double doors. But let's break this down with the beverage manager right here. Now we got Miss Teresa, Leonora. Tell me if y'all agree with this. This is a receipt. Miss Teresa will be right here with the police while this going on.
He was scheduled to work at the hotel starting at 1400 hours, which is 2 o'clock. He began the day like any other day and checked on food and beverage related issues. He completed paperwork for catering events and billing. He continued that he assisted Rosemont Public Safety Department personnel later in the evening and early morning with a search for a missing female in the hotel. He continued that he searched the back kitchen while patrol officers were searching the dock area and the dock roof areas. He explained that this kitchen was originally a kosher kitchen, which had been...
And then look, the police, they said they on rooftops. Rooftops? You gonna be on this roof? Then they said they got binoculars, gang. Look, grab a candlelight from the counter and grab those binoculars while we watching the footage. So you got police on the rooftop here, and could be on rooftops here. What kind of operation is this? Do it take police out to check the rooftops now? I know that you got to do that in a crime like this. But I could just... Man, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Let's stick to the plan. Miss Teresa here, beverage manager in the kitchen, not far from the family and the police. You look at his background check, he was in the army and he got special clearance, like he was somebody in the military and retired. They gave him and granted him clearance clearance to Secret Service, not Secret Service, but dealing with surveillance systems. He got a background in surveillance systems, right? Cause whatever he was doing surveillance system for the army. Put it like that. That's what he was doing for the army, surveillance systems. All right.
Been closed for approximately 2 months as renovations for an upcoming establishment were being prepared. He first checked a walk-in cooler. He explained that there is a second door with a walk-in freezer. It was when he went into the walk-in freezer portion, he observed a body lying on its side. He stated that he only saw the body's legs. At that point, he stepped out of the freezer to direct patrol officers toward the freezer. Okay, so let me tell y'all.
Patrol officers.
Okay. Pay attention, and I need y'all to pay attention to this part. He says that he continued to search the back kitchen while patrol officers were searching the dock area and dock roof areas.
Dock roof?
Tells me that he's aware of the fact that they off doing something else.
Told you. So you got officers on the roof here. How the fuck they would get up there? How would they get up there? Gotta be right through here. Gotta be a door. Might be a door right there. Take stairwells up, get on the rooftop. Here got all the air conditioners. This how you can tell with all the freezers at. Like right here. Here go the air compressor for the freezers. You know what I'm talking about? The air compressor, all the AC units, all these gonna be AC units. You can tell where all the freezers at. Look, when you see these, see what I'm saying? And then watch this. Snitch 54, snitch.
Pay attention, and I want y'all to pay attention to this part. He says that he continued to search the back kitchen while patrol officers were searching the dock area and dock roof areas. So that tells me that he's aware of the fact that they off doing something else. They off checking some other shit. He's the one in the kitchen. Okay? Remember that. Then he says that he checked the walk-in cooler, and then there was a second door. So when he went into the freezer portion, he only saw her legs.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he says he was asked again. He stated that he only saw her legs, but did not see the victim's face or torso. He was asked if anyone may have been in the kosher kitchen. He stated again, it had not been used for approximately 2 months as equipment had been removed as part of...
I want to know why equipment was removed. I understand it's upon a reservation, but I mean, upon a construction. But it was a reason for that. Won't it make sense that if they had to bring the body back to the hotel, they had to put her in the freezer that wasn't working? And they all said the freezer wasn't working. But they want us to believe the freezer was working. Boy, that makes a lot of sense to me, man. That makes so much sense to me, bro. Because I always wanted to know, because it was a couple of narratives out there floating like, yeah, you know, like T. Slay told me. This is what T. Slay told me. T. Slay told me Kenneka was fucking with a manager girl, and he ain't nothing to play with. So he the one actually killed Kenneka at the hotel, and Miss Teresa picked the body up and didn't even know what to do with the body. I guess wanted to protect the hotel. And then they brought her back. And Miss Teresa had to change her heart and brought her back to the hotel. And I'm like, well, how? I'm like, that just don't make sense. Then it was like, look, she died at the DoubleTree. Right? Where the DoubleTree at? Right here. She actually died at the DoubleTree, and they brought her to this hotel because they didn't want it on the DoubleTree. I could see that possibly. That's kind of believable a little bit. You know, it's something to look into. That would make a lot of sense. All right. Check this out. You also got a trash dock. Well, a trash, right here too. Keep that in mind. Now, hold up. We got to go right here. Then Miss Teresa said they were cleaning out the pool. This finna get very interesting because I got to go to this now. Hold up. Which one it is? Is it this one? Yeah. Watch this, y'all. Because right here at this back door, let's go straight to the timestamps. There's 2. There's 3. There go Chloe. Look, there go Zillionaire. There go to YouTube. Look, there go to YouTubers. There go Zillionaire. There go Chloe. There go Malika, the warrior daughter. There go the Brawl, that man, you know what I'm saying? And she got a big ass gap in her mouth. Then you got this Brawl, right? Look, they all coming in. Only thing he just got to do is just put his hoodie on. He gonna be, look. When they were talking about the big black dude in the hoodie, that's who they were talking about. Zillionaire, bruh. That's crazy to me. Man, King Rob, man, I caught it. I was like, wait a minute. Cause when Zillionaire, when he first talked about the Kenneka Jenkins, the man trashed the mama off the rip. And I'm like, damn, bruh. We don't even know what happened yet, and you already banging on the mama like, and that's always fuck with me. Look, when it comes to the big black dude in the hoodie, in all black, guess who they would be? Because my man is not a big black dude in a hoodie. It was sitting there, gang. Oh, I got some people on my team now. And boy, everything they whisper to me, man, it's so sweet. Because I'm like, man, the whole time, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, put that hoodie on. You got a big black dude in the hoodie. And look what time it's finna go down. Watch this. Holding his head down. Them ugly ass shades. Got some Diddy oil on top of his head and shit. You know, he got his head beamed up. Got the light reflection off that motherfucker. Now look. Right here. Let's get to this right here. Remember this? Think about the pool area. This finna be so crazy. Right here, gang. King Rob said Mitch Reese and them will be right here. Damn, I got the boom, let me do this like that. I got to do this like this. And let me bring this over here. Man, I got too many goddamn monitors over here. All right here. Now check this out. Boom. Now look. This where they gonna be at right here. That door right there is this door. Look at this, right? The pool is right next door. So what you think? So if you just saw Zillionaire walk in with these people, guess what they seeing Zillionaire do right now? Do that shit hit different? Oh my God. I told y'all, bro. Oh my God. You walked in with these girls and next thing you know, bam. Look what's... Bro. Check this shit. Hold on. Where you at, Zillionaire? That's finna be the most wildest story ever, bro. Gotta go to one of his lives. Boom! You walked in with these people, next time you know shit got serious when you get there. And you walked in with Chloe. Look. Boom! Ooh, y'all finna share this live video. That's why that man had to become a YouTuber, bro. Mm-hmm. So surveillance footage got you on the camera coming in with this group, and it popped off. Then you got the car back here, boom, look. And they look where they going. They went straight here. You got headlights right here. Them motherfucking headlights went where? Straight to the pool. Straight to the pool. Straight to the pool. Whoa! Zillionaire. No wonder why you hated me, bruh. When I spot your ass on that footage, boy, you had a big problem with that. I said, yep, I got your bald head ass too. You see it now? Look, soon as Zillionaire get there with Chloe, they walked in with these people. Guess who they linked up with? The family. Payo. Boom. Look. You can see movement. Look at her. Boom. There go Jay Guido. Jay Guido. Watch this. Man, I got to do this shit, bro. It's going down, right? And guess where it's going down? Right in front of. It's going down right here. If you look at the area, that's why Kenneka will have dirt on her clothes. That's why they mention the pool area. Look, check this out. Hold up. You got a golf cart or maybe a car. I can't just see a car. You know what I'm saying? I can see a golf cart right here. Because security drive golf cart. You know, security, keep eyes on the camera. But, they have a little golf cart. You know what I'm talking about? Even the maintenance man ride the golf cart, do the groundkeeping. You know what I'm saying? Got to ride the golf cart, pick up all the trash and litters and all this stuff. I know I worked at a hotel. I can tell you how all this stuff rolls. And I can tell you, if you work at a hotel, you got underground tunnel, bro. And it's going to link up. Because the hotel that I worked in, bro, I can walk underground into this area. Because this is where you're going to have all your conventions at. You can actually work at this hotel. Right? And also work here. Because the same people that book the room, they got events here, you still cooking for these people. So you're going to have shelves, you know what I'm saying? Kitchen work running back and forth to this kitchen. I know this. I've done this shit 1,000 million goddamn times. Man, I might have a group over here. They got a chicken wing party. You know what I'm saying? They want fried food. You got chicken, fish, you know what I'm saying? Fries, all this. You know what I'm saying? They want this around about 5, 6 in the afternoon. Round here, I might got a order here. These people on another level, like, they want steaks, potato, elegant food. You know what I'm saying? These be business people. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like a corporation company. And you got to go in there and make sure, like, boom. I got to run back over here like, yeah, man, we ran out of chicken. You got some more chicken in there, bro? Yeah, give me some more chicken. I need some white meat down now. You know what I'm talking about? Then I got to go over here and let the chef know, like, hey, you know what I'm talking about? They place another order. They want to, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, go in the cooler, in the freezer, and do an inventory check and see, do we have it? Like, boom. If we don't have it, we can recommend this. If we have this in stock, and we'll be ready for them. You know what I'm talking about? I know this shit, bro. Man, look. So basically, what I'm saying, it's actually going down. Zillionaire came in with these people, bro. And once they came in, it popped off real quick. Cause look what time he came in. That would be perfect time. That means he'll be coming in at what time? Right around when they said Kenneka was snatched on the elevators. Ooh, by a big dude in a black hoodie. And then French K said, maybe that was one of French K's tactics would let me know there was Zillionaire. They opened the door and said, ooh, got him. I knew this person one line that gave me this tea, bro. Mm-hmm. Here we go. So when I noticed this, I watched King Rob live video, right? King Rob said this. I'll never forget this because I was jumping out my seat when he said this. He said, look, if you pay attention to the dude, he gonna get a phone call. He said Jay Guido gonna get a phone call. He said nobody ain't gonna move till they get a phone call. He said Miss Teresa is in the parking lot. Renovations is in the parking lot with James Coleman. And Miss Teresa and James Coleman and Renovations is actually killing Kenneka Jenkins. That's what came out of King Rob. Man, that man had about 25,000 people in the chat. Like, what the fuck? Then look, they get the call. Look, watch this. Like he said. Watch this. He finna get the call. Boom, phone to the earth. Phone to the earth. Everybody, let's ride. Boom. Everybody, let's go. And guess where they finna go to? Look, guess where they finna go to, right? They finna walk all the way down here just to go in the kitchen. Hi, y'all. In the kitchen. In the kitchen. Cause you look. Cause once you start watching that parking lot footage, you'll be like, wait a minute. They got to be heard in this kitchen. Oh. Boom. She don't even want to go to that job. She's so scared. Then you see how she look. Now you see how she had to double take. She had to look out that door. Boom. What are you going to do, ma'am? What is you going to do? Mm-hmm. Now keep this in mind. Why is this going on? Trey Gang told the world, y'all know the police gonna be there, right? Remember when Keela Brown was like, yeah. When it was going around 3 o'clock, it was getting spicy. She said that's when the police was up there. Oh, I need to go to her. Zillionaire, you exposed, bro. No wonder why you came out the Trey Gang. No wonder why you had my name in your motherfucking mouth. Because I was on your ass. And those same motherfucking shades you had on, walked in that hotel, look like the same motherfucking shades that she had on when she was in the goddamn car. You look like your shades, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Keela. Hold on. Keela. Right here. Yeah. I need this one. Watch this game. See, these people would lie. See, when they... Wait a minute, bro. Why they keep showing me Jedediah? Man, why they took Keela Brown off the goddamn mouth? Keela Brown, tell the dog, goddamn it, where she at? Boy, here she go. Here she go. Hold on, watch this. Check this out. See this story that she took? Listen to this shit now. Let's listen to it now. So look, I bet you Zillionaire. Look, it finna fit the whole profile. It's finna fit the whole profile now. Watch this, y'all. This is what she finna say will be going on at 3 o'clock. Keep this in mind. This will finna be actually, when I say not 2 hours out, this gonna say 3:57 and 2:57. 3:57, 2:57. Guess what time it's finna go on? 2 o'clock. Ooh. Look what it look like right at 2 o'clock. Going on 2 o'clock. See how they setting it up? Boom. Now you see this? Going on 3 o'clock. Listen to her story now.
He probably telling this nigga like, hey, come with me type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga like, no, we ain't bringing her with type shit. You know, like,
I don't doubt that no more.
with me. I'm not about to let you bring this bitch
Mm-hmm.
with. Her friend ain't trying to come. You know how niggas is. Or her friend ain't trying to come. Hell no, niggas, you riding with me or what?
So don't think about the nigga like, yeah, you riding me or what, you know what I'm saying? And all this. Just think about Tonio Evan was targeted and she got away. Kenneka was targeted and then get away, and Eugenia Walker. So they got to come up a narrative to fit for black people to believe, like, yeah, I can see a bunch of dudes in the room trying to, you know what I'm saying, and do some gang stuff to this girl and all that, but it ain't just really like that though. You see what I'm saying? It's more advanced. It's like, damn, we need those organs. Boom, she got away. Bam, look, we need your organ. Boom, come on here. Boom, Mr. Reed, we gonna need you. I give you my organ. Huh? Here go my kidney. I just want my life. And this thing, you know, she up under the surgery telling everybody she breast cancer, right? You know what I'm saying? Breast cancer. Ain't no telling what other surgery she done goddamn had. You know what I'm talking about? Cause she could have goddamn it gave away a kidney. She could have been, they could have made her sign a contract, give me your left kidney. And she dropped it out and had no choice but to give it out. You know what I'm talking about? Cause her something eating her body up. So now look, if this going around at 3, going on at 2 something, and I got the letter from Franz Kenneka. Once I read that letter again, once this marinate and you listen to her story.
So the best friend, so you can see now I done read the other little girl post who was
all bullshit.
She like, that's fucked up. You was clearly drunk and we made sure you.
That's what Miss Teresa was doing. That's what Miss Teresa want everybody. That's Miss Teresa's script right there. That's how we get all that shit there.
Lay down. Why would your best friend come pick you up and bring you out the hotel room? See, now we blaming all the wrong people. The ugly bitch on live. So this is how, and then everybody like, oh, how you get your keys? How she get your keys? This is how the little girl get the key. This is how they get her keys. Same way we all go
Told
out.
you.
When I go out, I'll have a.
So they just protected Miss Teresa. Boom. Cause everybody gonna want to know, like, boom. Matter of fact, the car was still there. They came in the car, but nobody never jumped back in and drove the car. You see what I'm saying? Because you get pulled over by the police, even in the setup. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen right at that point. Look. Boom.
My cousin may not have a purse. Shit, we getting drunk. Hey, bitch, put my keys in your purse. Put my keys in your pouch.
So now watch the back door.
So if you see when they going up the elevator, the little girl that's dead, she does not have a purse for her. She's digging with just her phone and her keys.
Yeah, it's a reason for that.
It's the friend, the best friend is the one with the purse, a pouch, and all types of shit.
And when you go to 54 Key, we finna break down Bree's story after this.
So she about told her best friend, like, bitch, we about to get turned up, we about to get drunk. I don't want to lose my phone, and I don't want to lose these keys. These my mama's keys. Whoopty, whoopty, whoop, put these in your purse. Like we do.
Y'all not paying attention. We do this type of shit. So don't be like, oh, how y'all get her keys? Y'all knew y'all. She got.
I want to know what you mean by that when you say we do this type of shit. You know what I'm talking about? This is like me saying like, yeah, man, you know, they put people in the freezer and they put people in the oven, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we do this shit. Now, what you mean by we do this shit? Yeah. All right. Why did? Her and August Coles are scribble hoes.
Got her jacket on. She don't got on that girl's jacket, and that's how they end up with the keys. So she knew she had her fan keys. Boom, boom, boom. Meantime, between time, she liked the little nigga. Now this is when everything goes left.
There will be Zillionaire pod. So look, there will be Zillionaire pod. So when Zillionaire show up with these folks, bruh, that's when everything went left. So she gonna give y'all, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, you know, I could see Zillionaire doing all of this shit. That's why he got exposed. That's why they had to expose Zillionaire, bro. That's why Gina McGill exposed Zillionaire. We would have never known about Zillionaire background until Gina McGill pulled it up. And once Gina McGill pulled it up, look how many YouTubers came to his defense after that. Like, get up off of him. Like, you know what I'm saying, man, that man record ain't got nothing to do with the Kenneka Jenkins. Like, shit, Zillionaire. Get your thunder booty ass over here. I'm finna call them all out. Y'all help me call these suckers out, Jack. So look, mean times in between times. So we know what's finna go on now. This finna go on 2 o'clock. This is what Irene finna get 2 something. I last saw her at 2 something. You last saw her at 2 something? How she come out the room? How did all this? I can tell you how all of this shit unfold in real time. Right there, 2 o'clock. It look like something already popped out, baby. Because if you go to Irene live video, hey, Irene live at 1 something, guess what they were talking about? Yeah, man, Kenneka finna come out the room. Now they'll be at 1 something. Right or wrong? So that mean, boom, when them folks showed up, ooh, we made the big black dude in the hoodie. That's who Zillionaire was. Check this out. And look at her lips. Yup. She eat gremlins, goddammit. With lips like that, you eat gremlins, goddammit. Everybody know, yup. You eat a long ass glizzy stick. Yeah, buddy. So run your jaw jackals, goddammit, and tell everybody what Zillionaire did to Kenneka.
Old girl leaving and shit. The best friend, like, the niggas is in the now the niggas done went to the hallway. Now they in the hallway discussing everybody else in the hotel room.
So there would be Zillionaire and Man. Now you got 2 hoodies and a red hoodie, right? Oh my God. You're going to have 2 black hoodies and a red hoodie, according to the letter I got from Franz K, the security guard, right? So that would make it only big black dude I seen was Zillionaire. And when he showed up, that's when things were going left. I'm actually witnessing this shit on the footage. Look. Let's go back to him. Let's see how fast this shit finna escalate. Hold up. Damn, I wish I, goddamn it. Let me go to the timestamp. No, it ain't gonna be this one. It's gonna be 3:15 right here. Like right here. Hold on, y'all. 13. I think right over here. Right there! Man, I'm on the money with this shit, bruh. Look who he with. Guess who will be missing? Chloe and Zillionaire. Pow! Chat. What time? Look how quick this shit finna pop off. This shit finna pop off, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Same motherfucker. You coming in. That's how you disguise yourself, bro. Come in with a group. Don't make. But what up? Look what this look like. Why would him and her, like I said, him and her would be with these people in the hotel at this time of the month? What you finna go do, a menage or something? Y'all finna go smoke some weed or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? If I see some people, I'm like, you know, y'all traveling or something, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, damn, who this? Oh, this must be your girl, but I know this ain't your kid. These little ratchet. I looked at her grill like, damn, she need a dinner appointment. I seen those choppers in her mouth. I said, Dad, dog, man, a dentist will be happy to, man, look, give me some bite prints. You see what I'm saying? Y'all didn't see her photo? I'm talking about her. Then they made Bree smile on one of. I believe the police did that shit on purpose. They knew Killer ass had a chipped tooth. They made them like, you gotta smile. Like, damn, man, you know, my teeth. Now, well, fuck that. You gotta smile. And show that chipped tooth. They told Bree. Then you gotta smile. You still can. Then they made her ass smile and reveal her goddamn teeth. Then they got Hollywood on that motherfucker. They like, God damn. They came up with a new Colgate commercial. Hollywood, come and get your Hollywood paste right now. Get your icy white. You know what I'm Get your mint flavor Hollywood, goddamn right now. You know what I'm saying? It's minty fresh. It's minty fresh. You know what I'm saying? Little commercials and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But let me cook up right quick. Because this how fast this shit escalates. Check this out. This why this YouTuber hate me. That's why this YouTuber hate me. This why this YouTuber daughter hate me. You see what I'm saying? This Malika the Warrior, this is straight drop people right here. And see, all of them came for me, bro. So let's listen to what Zillionaire will do since everything popping off on his call like that.
Because, you know, everybody be feeling awkward when there's little side ass shit going on. So, of course, it ain't turned up. So, everybody's sitting there with awkward low vibes, turned up on it. And everybody's like, oh, I heard somebody say, help me. That girl did not say help me. That's not what y'all hear. Y'all hear the music coming in and coming off because they was in a hotel room and they was on YouTube. The YouTube kept stopping and stopping and stopping. And it just so happened to play such a little tiny ass piece of the song that it just sounded like it said help me, but that's not it. That is the song trying to play in. And that's why the girl was like, what the fuck? Because the song just came in out of nowhere because they was waiting on it to load. That's why they on the...
Yeah, we cooking right now, goddammit. Yeah, look, I got some, look. All this stuff I'm cooking, man, look, I ain't even put the meat on yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still boiling the goddamn rice. You know what I'm talking about? My little white rice and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Because I got some broccoli, you know, some cheddar cheese, and, you know, I'm going to turn it into a broccoli casserole. So I'm just watching the water bubble up, you know what I'm talking about? And I put the little parquet butter in there. And on the other pot, I got some mashed potatoes, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just waiting on the potatoes to soften up a little bit so I can stick a fork in and be like, yeah, you about done. And I can go on and whip it up, you know what I'm talking about? With that cake mix, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I whip my mashed potato real thick. So I'm doing that right now, you know what I'm talking about? All right, man. Let me go cut the oven on, and we'll be putting the meat in a minute. You know what I'm talking about? So let's put that meat on the timer when she get the rump of her gums.
The vibe's going dead because the YouTube wouldn't continue to play. See, I'm helping y'all understand. I'm helping y'all to learn how to watch your facts before y'all open y'all's mouth. Meantime, between now, they all in there chilling. Now, the best friend definitely knows what happened with her friend. Let me tell y'all what happened, y'all. Let me put my ratchet bitch brain on. I'm the butt ugly friend. I'm sitting here with my best friend. My best friend cute as fuck. My best friend a bad bitch. These niggas these niggas is feeling us. I like one of the boys. One of the boys like my best friend. My best friend fucked up though. My best friend ain't feeling this nigga, but I'm feeling a friend. I want to go with this nigga. I want to fuck this nigga. So meantime, between time, I really don't want to go by myself. And dude that he went with my friend. So I'm like, best friend, man, come on. I'm trying to encourage my best friend to get it together to sober it the fuck up. I don't want to think in my mind my best friend's that drunk because in my head I'm thinking about dick. So I'm like, best friend, you ain't that fucked up. Come on, best friend, let's go. Meantime, between time, best friend done laid down. You done came and picked your best friend up and done brung her out here to the hallway. Now this is how I feel like it went down. Everybody's still in the hotel room. This is why nobody really understood what was going on after the best friend. So they like, I don't know. Her best friend drug her out the room, and when she returned, she wasn't with her. Because this is what happened. That little bitch was too thirsty to get her rocks off. It was too many motherfuckers in that hotel room. That little girl ran off, brought her best friend out to the hallway for that other nigga's satisfaction. They all was on some finna leave type shit. Meantime, between time, she done ran off with the other dude, and she done got her best friend out to the hallway for the other nigga. This is what happened. She done got her best friend out to the hallway for the other nigga. Meantime, the motherfucking between time, she done ducked off in the hotel. She done ducked off in a hotel with somebody else. Meantime, in between time, she done ducked off in a hotel with the other best friend. She done ducked off with the other nigga. Once she done probably got busted down for all we know by the ice machine or the vending machine. You know how hotels have little ducks and cuts, stairways, anything. She about left her best friend with that dude just to go get her satisfaction off with the other nigga off somewhere in the stairway or anything. And she came back looking for her best friend like, damn, where the fuck they go? Where the fuck they go? So now she looking for her best friend. She can't find her best friend. Meantime, between time, dude who she done ran off this fuck, he's done. He done dipped off. So now while she's around this hotel looking for her motherfucking friend, she can't find her friend because the nigga she left her motherfucking friend with done went and fucked your friend, and your friend was somewhere fighting back. And this nigga probably done accidentally choked that baby out and done choked that little girl to death. Fucked that little baby, got his rocks off, and didn't know what to do with that little girl and drugged that little girl. She ain't give no keys or none of that. They already said the freezer was unoccupied. That's what they already done said. That little girl was off duty, so she didn't have no keys to the hotel. She didn't have access to the things that y'all are trying to say she had access to. That little nigga went off while they was off doing their thing. He went off and did what he did with that little girl, and that girl probably was like, you don't want some fighting back shit. He about choked her out and took her shit and ended up choking that little baby to death, and ended up got nervous, drugged that little girl off somewhere, probably sink that motherfucking refrigerator that was unoccupied, put her in there, and then turned it on, you feel me? So that she wouldn't stink or make a smell or something. Come on now, that little nigga turned on the fucking freezer that wasn't turned on for how long? Come on now. So while you running around here looking for your friend, this nigga done hurry up and put your friend in the freezer, my nigga, and done call his homie, and you not knowing because the homie done split up from you. He done called his homie like, hey, nigga, where you at, nigga? What up, nigga, where you at? He like, oh, nigga, where you at? You and Shorty done? He about telling his homie like, yeah, we done. Where you? Meet me at the door. They done met up at the car. Now these niggas gone. You come back and return to the hotel room. Now, shut up. No, shut up. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Fuck all that, because this is the truth. Now, it's hypey. So while she looking for her friend, it's already turned the fuck up at the hotel. It's turned up. Now the police done came. So the police thinking it's a party because it's a bunch of kids in the midst of commotion. She done run back to the hotel room now. Police there and all types of shit now. She come back in the hotel room.
You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be surprised. Oh, there was a pod. Look, I wouldn't even be surprised if everything what that lady saying, I would look at Zillionaire would actually do that. If you look at Zillionaire's stats, right? He a YouTuber and he worked at the Tyler Perry. And he always brag about him working in the movies and all this and Tyler Perry stuff. I can see the connection he got with Tyler Perry with Bill Murray. Then the kitchen would come in play with the beverage manager. The Chloe gonna come in as a YouTuber and Skies nuts him like, yeah, I'm investigating the case. Then you got her family, YouTubers, that was big on the case. So they was all protecting each other. That's why Zillionaire was getting into it with Straight Drop. Chloe was protecting Zillionaire. Malika the Warrior, Tiffany Draper was all protecting this man at the same time while they into it. So you can see the beef like, damn, you done got into it with their family and then it done caused all this confusion. But when it all boiled down, y'all got to come together, bruh. They gonna have to come together when it get too hot. Man, look, we got to come together and stick together. Look, you do your content. I'm going to do mine. And my people, they going to do theirs. Miss Teresa going to do theirs. You see what I'm saying? She going to do her part. She going to actually tell you the niggas. And she going to know who the niggas is. Right? This shit is so fucking bizarre that she would be saying all of this before the footage even came out. And she already describing what would be going on at the back door. When Zillionaire showed up, the same group of people that Zillionaire showed up, look who they end up with. Miss Teresa and them people, bruh. Man, them folks. That explained that Zillionaire got close ties with the family. With Miss Teresa. So when you get this shit, right? Hold on. Go to my goddamn playlist. I got to read the goddamn letter. Hold on. Is it in my Kenneka John? I hope it's in my Kenneka John, because I ain't been on that job in a minute. Let me see. You know what? I think it's on my Trey Gang John. Hold on. I got to pull that goddamn letter up. Because the letter finna expose it once again. And man, Trey Gang was hitting at millions of views on this letter, bro. Cause that letter was so fucking accurate. And I was like, damn. I'm like, this shit right here. Here we go. I got it. This is what Frank K said. Read it out loud, shall we, goddammit? Hold on, wait a minute. Before we read this, I got to grab me a brew. Cause this finna get very interesting. And I got to roll one up right quick. So, yeah, give me 1 second, gang. I'll be right back. Until then, let's go to her right quick. Till I go get me a brew right quick out the fridge. I gotta go all the way downstairs and shit, bro. Damn, man. Too much walking for me, man. I wish I could have some kind of scooter around this job so I could maneuver. All right, let's listen to her right quick.
Y'all come on, it's time to go. Now everybody's scattering, getting up. Now the girl makes a status. She's like, girl, you don't give a fuck about your best. She's like, shut up, because when I told y'all to help me look for her, wasn't nobody trying to help me look for her. So meantime, in between time, y'all, this is at 3 something in the morning. This is at 3 something in the morning, y'all. This is when the police came and all that. This was at 3 something in the morning, the police came. So the girl was like, bitch, we didn't help you look for her because you came back on some like you was joking or shit. We didn't know to take you serious. You took your friend up out of here and you didn't come back with her. So everybody's wondering, like, everybody knew what was going on. No, nobody know what's going on, because all they know is that bitch came and took her friend up out of there off that bed and ran her ass up out of there. And she came and returned, like, in her mind, she like, so-and-so didn't return back to the room. They like, no, bitch. You took her out of here, bitch. Where'd she go? She's like, girl, help me look for her. And they looking at her, bitch, like, what the fuck you mean help you look for her? Girl, where the fuck is her? And you know, taking her serious at that point. So that's where everybody don't understand. That's how it all went the fuck down. So now everybody done came. Yeah. So why they want to make it seem like she drug out the room and she just disappeared? No, that bitch drug her friend out the room for that nigga's satisfaction and then for her satisfaction. And when her and that nigga split up and when she came, she thought that they were gonna do what they do and they all was gonna meet back up and her friend was gonna walk back up in that room together. But in reality, that nigga done went and did some dirty shit. And when she came back to link back with her friend, she didn't know where that friend was or that nigga went. And by that time, she done left this nigga because now she wondering where her friend went. And now this nigga done went and met his homie in the lot and they gone. Now the police done pulled up because there's so many people. By this time, there's so many because everybody's like, oh, well, what happened to the people that she was giving the the room number to? Because by that time, while they all getting their rocks off, these people are.
All right, I'm back, gang. Make sure I got everything up to date. Boom, go here. All right, let's read this out. Let's see do this all match up, gang. I will post it for 24 hours. I will no longer live with this lie. I know my action made me a target from this point. Everyone deserved the truth and closure of what happened that night at the Crown Plaza, September 8, 2017. He was ordered by Lennon and David to leave Rosemont for a while, so they booked him all expenses paid trips to Las Vegas. Don't they go back to Kilo Brown? Then Kilo Brown said she moved to Vegas. August Cole, the one they keep talking about the Tony York Van Evan, is she's a Vegas girl. So you got 3 people that's in Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. Now this the hotel doing there. All right, where I'm at. In Vegas. I don't know where my mouth is. Okay. In Vegas for a few weeks until things blew over. I assume I heard everything from death threats to accusing of being the murderer. I didn't kill her. But he put a but in there. Meaning that you was at the crime scene. And he admit he was at the crime scene. Right? Let's break this French case statement down. A security guard that reached out to Trey Gang. The one that's on the footage running and stuff. Trey Gang confirmed it. It's him. He gave me this shit. YouTube was mad. Now you finna see all those YouTubers that was mad and say, man, that story, he made that up. He wrote that himself and all this. And look what we know now that about Zillionaire, right? Keep that in mind. Let's see when we get to the part about when Kenneka was snatching the elevators. And look who will be on the elevator round about that goddamn time. Showing up. All right. Where I'm at. All right. I didn't kill her, but I'm sick of the cover up. I no longer work there, and all I ask is the people do not attack me online because I simply want to share what I know and what I remember. The detective that took my statement didn't include everything in the report he gave to the department. Rosemont Village Police Department is so corrupt they would do anything to protect what's really going on in the area. What he mean by that? In the area. I'm going to show you what he mean about that in the area. Can we go to D? What's in the area, gang? What we all learn? What's in the area? Shall we go here? Bust them up. Get me down there immediately. What? What would they be protected in the area? What we learn, gang? Is it this? What we y'all suspect? What would be going on? Mm-hmm. Right? This is what we suspect, right? Hobson. They got a building here, a structure here, a whole facility. You can look these people's names up. Is that a cop car? Got no cop logo on it. But this is some type of security. Unmarked vehicle. No fucking wonder you keep this shit heavily transported. Because look what's big behind her. Alright. It would make so much sense that you would get this shit. Let's read it out loud, y'all. To protect the area? Tell me is I'm capping. Hold on, y'all. I got just my mic. Alright. I'm back. Let's get to it. They would do anything to protect what's really going on in that area. It's so much to this and so much complex that it was easy to confuse the public while the truth was getting hidden beneath the lies. That's where YouTubers come in at. That's where all the YouTubers, TikTokers, all this keep you in conspiracy mode. That's why everybody in conspiracy mode because of the lies they told. I started my shift like any other night and did my normal round perimeter check. Risco, front desk manager, informed me that there were multiple parties in the hotel along with our normal conventions going on that week. There was a party on the 9th, the 11th floor. Wait a minute, because you know the 11th floor come up. Now, King Robin exposed World News about him being up on the 11th floor with the boys. World News is gay. He fuck with trans men. YouTuber World News fuck with trans men and stay with a trans man. And he was in the room with a weird room with cross-dressing guys. Now anybody can walk on their footage and disguise as a woman. How many y'all watch that footage and actually see, oh man, you know, that's not a woman, that's a man. Right? But when it comes to investigation, you won't think to look for no trans man. That's just like you go in a hotel, do some dirty work, kill somebody, and change into women's clothes and walk out that motherfucker. And people looking for a man. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's get to it. Multiple parties. On the 6th floor, a lot of guys, but no girl. Guess what he finna say about the 6th floor when we get to Zillionaire? The conference room was pretty busy with students, teachers, doctors, and speakers. I could see doctors doing surgery, teaching the students. You got the doctors there, the teacher would be teaching the students, and you would have speakers, and they would be doing organ harvesting live. You see what I'm saying? He was alerted to check out a noise and a smoke complaint on the 9th floor around 12 something. Man, y'all, Kenneka supposed to left the house at 11:30, let me Teresa tell. But Kenneka would be already in the room. So he said he went up there and to investigate it. There are cameras on every floor by the elevator, but they were later intentionally turned off on the 9th, 11th, and the 6th. 11th, 6th, and the 9th floor. Keep that in mind. You got Miss Teresa, a whole family on the 9th floor. All those rooms they booked, look who's in those rooms. Look who on the 11th floor. Y'all remember the one that booked room 926? He also booked him a room on the 11th floor and dressed himself as a woman. Miss Teresa nephew, to be exact, with the credit card. On the 6th floor, ooh-wee, that's what Zillionaire finna come in at on that 6th floor. But watch this. And the lower level, he explained that later. Watch how the lower level, he would never explain the lower level. Watch this. He said he stepped out the elevator and saw 3 guys. 2 with black hoodies and 1 with red hoodie. I know Man in the black hoodie. And I know it's another dude that's in the room in the black hoodie. Also, I know Zillionaire in the black hoodie. Also, I know how many people that's on the footage in black hoodies. Keep this in mind. Watch what he finna say about one of these 2 black hoodies. All right, they were standing outside room 926, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. I told them the noise complaint from the room, and I assumed, you know what I'm saying, I asked them if they didn't mind go back inside the room because it's a hotel policy to be loitering in the hallways and marijuana smokers bothering the guests. They offered me the weed and alcohol, and an orange girl head stuck her head out the door and asked, "What's the problem?" That's Irene. I told her about the noise complaint, and I stated that she would turn the music down and calm everybody down inside the room. Now, keep this in mind. You got Black Hood in there. Watch this. Check this out. I went inside the room into the bathroom where everyone seems to be smoking. I noticed a girl on the bed sleep, but didn't think anything suspicious because she had all her clothes on and the room looked perfectly normal. Now you got Kenneka in the room sleep. Now we know if she sleep, the girl was already drugged. Right? The girl was already drugged. So the girl was already drugged. She can't fight at that point. Right? She can't fight at that point. You drug, your body numb, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing, you sleep. You ain't swinging in your sleep. All right. Where I'm at, right here. Went inside the room looked normal. He said he quickly took a puff, 3 to 4 puff, and sprayed himself with cologne. You already had cologne on you, and you returned downstairs. He said, I immediately took them towels and extra bedsheets. So you went to investigate the noise complaint, blazing up with these people. Now you can grab towels out there. What was the towels for? You took them towels and extra bed spreads upstairs to prevent the marijuana smell. Or it could have been DNA or blood, or you know what I'm saying. She was asleep. She could have been beaten up. She could have been taken in the room. She could have been on country, bro. Mm-hmm. Hold up. So you immediately sprayed yourself with cologne, so you had cologne on you. You returned downstairs, and once you returned downstairs, you immediately took towels and extra bed sheet to prevent the smell. Now you went from covering it. You went to come to complain about the smoke, hidden the smoke, and covering up the smoke. He said, I returned to the lobby, but I didn't write an incident report because nothing happened at the moment. Something happened at the moment. I tell you, something happened in the moment. Sound like it was some panicking going on, right? Pay y'all. Man, let's get those lights up, gang. Man, let's get those lights up. Look, check it out. I'm not sure where to start, but it all started an hour or 2 later. So this going from 12, from 1 or 2 o'clock. And the reason why he said this, I believe it was an hour or two later because you got two different timestamps on the footage, right? So, as a thinking man, you're going to have to go to this, right? We already know what we saw. You got two timestamps. You could go to with 4:11 or 3:11. Or you could do a trade game way. Knock this off 2 hours. If it say 4, knock this out 2 hours. If this side say 3:11, knock it out 1 hour. Because it's still going to measure. Now this out 2 hours, they're finna go back, what? 2:11. If you knock this out 1 hour, what they go back? 2:11. So you basically killed the timestamp with 2 hours knocked out the footage, right? So that's why he said maybe it started. This is why he said that. Because of this. Was it because of this shit? Look. This at 2:01. Look who getting in position now. There go Kenneka brother. Look where they all going. Payal. They had a big problem when I exposed this. Because now you finna see like, damn. That's why Kenny will be going. He finna go straight to where Teresa said. Told you, gang. You see it for your eyes. Look. Bam. This is what they hate about trade game when I knock 2 hours off that job. When I knock 2 hours off that, like y'all see what happened? Watch this. Guess who else finna show up? Look. Boom. Boy, this look like shit finna get serious now. Cause Zillionaire finna come. Boy, it look like it finna get serious. It look like they done left the girl. So it seemed like everything with Franz Kane just said in the letter. Boom. He didn't write an incident report because nothing happened at the moment. He's not sure where to start, but maybe an hour or two later in the hallway on the 9th floor because we were watching the cameras, monitors inside, behind the front office, right? Let me skip this, get it up a little bit. All right. He said on the 9th floor, they were watching the monitors. Inside the office, behind the front desk, Risco got a V-Tech app where they could see cameras from his phone, and he is responsible for turning the cameras off. Now you'll see why he would be turning the cameras off. You got Zillionaire on the footage. Zillionaire work for Tyler Perry. He in the movie theater. They got a setup going on, so they're going to protect that man, bro. Don't it make sense now? They're going to protect that man. They're going to protect everybody who that man working with. So, Risco going to turn those goddamn cameras off. The girl Kenneka came outside the room 926 with two friends. The two friends went back inside after a short conversation, and when the guys in the hoodie grabbed Kenneka and pulled her inside of the elevator. I'm not sure what floor they got off of because the elevator was empty when he went head up on the 9th floor. He said he saw the two friends and another girl walking in the hallway, and I asked what was going on. They said they were looking for their friend. Again, I asked them, keep this in mind, he came in the room smoking with these people. Right? Drinking with these people, all this, right? And he says against the hotel possibility in the hallway. But they kept walking around. They didn't want them to walk around. That's criminating. Why would you want to walk around at a time of a murder will be coming up? You know what I'm talking about? All right? He said he returned downstairs and told Risco their friend was missing inside the hotel. Now, he watched this on the surveillance camera. That's the reason why he went up there. Now he's saying that, hey, Risco, he ain't report to Risco like, hey, man, some shit going down, help this girl, some shit, you're going to be on alert. Now you see why I got a problem with this shit. Right? Hold on. He said he reviewed the monitor. He said, hold on, before I get to this, He told Risco that friend was missing inside the hotel. Risco looked very nervous and tried to radio. Lennon? The one, whoa. Lennon. For an assistant, but Lennon didn't respond. So where Lennon would be at then? Lennon is the food and beverage director manager, right? If Lennon the food beverage director manager, right? Explain that to me about this food and director beverage manager. Boy, this shit finna get serious. Tell me about this one then. You mean tell me you got 2 beverage managers? You got a beverage manager, bro. You don't have no 2 beverage managers. You know what I'm saying? You got a beverage manager, a chef, because the beverage manager is in control of all the food. A beverage manager makes sure that the cooks, the chefs, the sous chef is following the guidelines with the food. You know what I'm talking about? Right? You got the beverage manager and the assistant beverage manager. I had to clear that up. But explain this to me. Watch this. So he said they kept walking around. He returned. He told Risco. And Risco tried to holler at Lennon. Lennon didn't respond. I can see why Lennon ain't responded at this time. Because look what we just saw on the footage. He said he reviewed the money and saw her getting off on the elevator on the 11th floor. I can see why they would be getting off on the 11th floor. Because she got some cousins up there, them boys, you know what I'm talking about. The trans, you know what I'm saying. Then them is Teresa nephews, so that mean them her cousin. It would make sense that she would be heading that way. They said they're going to be on the 11th floor with the guys in the hoodie. Watch this now. And hold on. And they go in the cross-dressing room right before the camera was turned off. The cameras on the night, the 11th, was turned off. Hold on, let me skip it real good. All right, where I was at. All right, hold on. Goddamn, man. All right, the camera on the 9th and 11th floor was turned off at that time. So they turned the 9th and the 11th camera off. Watch this. Apparently, they was using the stairs to remain unseen by the camera. It's the only way they can go from upstairs on the 11th floor to the 6th floor. Where again, now they back on the 6th floor where she was on the monitor before it cut off somehow. Now we know who cutting the cameras out. He said he ran to the elevator again, heads up on the 6th floor. And a big guy in a black hoodie answered the door. On the big guy I know that's in the black hoodie is Zillionaire. On the 6th floor. Watch this. This shit finna get serious. He answered the door. Hold on, where I'm at? Right here, go here. And I asked it, is the girl wearing black inside the room? Why would we ask a girl wearing black that was inside the room? We know Monifa was in black. Guess who else was in black? 2 that was at the hotel. Reenactments. Hold on. Right? Hold on, where I'm at. Hold on. All right. There would be Zillionaire. Check this out. On the 6th floor. Was the girl wearing all black was inside? He quickly replied, dog, she left with some friends. hoodie guy headed home. That's what we saw on this footage. Right here. It looked like they were going home, but we all know where they were going. And then look. He said he felt something wasn't right because now nobody knew what she was at the moment. Shit. We do on the game. Right? We do. Boom. So when you fit Keela Brown's story, that will be going on in the room. Ooh wee. Look. Trey ain't no business expose him. So now you'll know why he'll be walking with Bree, Shamaya, and Monique. Well connected to the family. Right? Let's go to this shit. She left with some friends and headed home. That's when I felt something wasn't right because nobody knew where she was at that moment. I did not go inside the room, but I had a gut feeling she was still in there. Hey, so that means Kenneka was still on that 6th floor when Franz K showed up, and that's where you finna get Kilo Brown's story. Yeah, they do this and they do that with a big black guy in a hoodie. Payo! Zillionaire! Hold up! Watch this. Where I'm at. He said he had a gut feeling she was still in there because he is a man. They got the cameras on. He probably told French K, she left with some friends. And she's still in the room with him. Ain't her. So if she was still in the room with Zillionaire and all the dudes, that make Kilo Brown's story more credible. Because she would be knowing what would be going on in the room with those dudes. Right? Oh, shit. So, he said he felt something wrong because nobody know where she was at the moment. And he had a gut feeling that she was still in there. Basically what he said, she was still in there. He said, okay, thanks. He returned to the lobby before going outside. Get this in. To what? To search if you said she was still in the room. So what you're going to do is follow the people just outside in the parking lot. Because they never left. They still going to be there with the police, right? Like this. Before going outside, this where things got crazy. Because he get a call from Lenny to come to the pool area quick. All right, watch this. Do this shit hit different now. Once you go to Google Map, this finna kill all the Selena Gomez theories. This finna kill every conspiracy theory that's out there about the girl case, bro. Watch this. You read the letter, right? I should have been did this shit a long time ago. Hold on, where I'm at, right here. Watch this. Everything what that man just said in the letter. Guess where they had to come from? Watch this. If they was using stairwell to be on the scene, where do you think they're going to end up at? You got a whole stairwell system right here. Matter of fact, let me show it to you. Man, god damn. They won't even let me know where I go inside the building. See, they want me to line this little bit ass dot right here. See, I ain't used to doing all this shit. Get me in there. Now here go look. Right here. You got a door right here, but the stairwells is right here. You walk all the way down and you're gonna come out these stairwells. Right at the door. And you at the pool area. It would make sense why everybody would be standing right here. At that time. So look. If you got everybody standing here right here, and you got the letter right here breaking down the timeline and saying you said what? Where you had to go? This is where things crazy because he get a call from Lenny to come to the pool area quick as possible because he couldn't believe what his eyes saw when he walked in. The girl from upstairs in room 926 was laying unconscious beside the pool after being pulled out of the pool by staff. So what staff member will be there with Lenny? Huh? What staff that will be there with Lenny? Remember, y'all, you got people that's related to Miss Teresa work at the hotel. You got people that was at the party that night working at the hotel. Right? Y'all hear me munching? Yeah, I got the munch. I told you I had to roll up, and then when I roll up, you see the result, man. I'm hungry as hell. Then look, he said he saw some socks and some coins on one side of the pool, and chairs had been moved out of place as maybe as she has been bent over, or she was on it. Lenny, Risco, and Warren, another security guard, were all standing around before Lenny and another manager. Guess who that other manager gonna be? Right? Right? All right. And another manager, they all went upstairs to go get the friends. Ooh. And they was instructed to stay in the pool along with one to make sure nobody came in or see her body laying there. And he asked one what he knew, and one told him the guy beat her from the parking lot to the patio area and somehow into the pool area, scripted her, and then put a broom in her, threw her in the pool, and left the hotel. That's one story. She was alive because her breathing was very shallow, but she couldn't move. The friends came in the pool area, and I noticed one of the girls had Kenneka's shoes from earlier that evening. Not night, evening. Look. And nobody looked surprised to see her land there. Guess what Lenny told the family, the friends. Lenny told everyone to leave except the friends. Hold up. Where I'm at. Right here. Told everyone to leave except the friends. And this is where I believe the cover up began. The hotel didn't want a murder pit at the hotel because you're going to get everybody flapped. Because they just received a large donation from sponsors, partners, and the Caddy Shack was set to open in a few months and to bring in sure money. Now, when I told you I work at the hotel, I believe him when he said this. Because the same people, it wasn't the donation. They just bought the hotel. I went to a meeting. And you write it in the same time frame. Just imagine Trey ain't going to a meeting because a large group of Jewish people bought all the hotels in the United States. And they had to change our whole, banking system, how we get paid. Because once you get, if you buy a company outright, and now you got the employees. So you got the employees and all this, but the company that you done bought out, you got to set up a whole nother pay plan for the employees at the company that you bought out. So we had to go to hundreds of meetings for this. So they had to explain to us what was going on. They was like, look, the hotel just been bought by some people from Israel. That's what they said in my meeting. Said they bought the hotel, they some Jewish people. They bought the hotel, they bought all the Hiltons. They bought all the Marriotts. They bought all the high-end jobs. A private group. How the way they bought it, just say like if I owned the Marriott. They bought me out, but I still got my hands in the, you know what I'm saying? To make a long story short, I believe him when he said that. He said he walked back into the lobby to gather his thoughts, and he was alerted to meet the friends by the back dock entrance over by the Caddy Shack restaurant. Lenny had the maintenance guy and her friends put Kenneka in a black trash bag to move the body so nobody would see her. She was drugged, watch this, through the visibility bar area, down the stairs, onto a cart, and they used the service elevator and to bring her into the Caddy Shack freezer. Macho, another security guard, helped it one. Now, sometimes I used to think, is French Caviar's Macho? Or Macho a totally different person? Because if you go to Jim McGill letter, because Jim McGill got so much criticized from that Macho letter, everybody read that Macho letter, right? If you add Macho with Zillionaire, boy, that shit hit different. If you add Zillionaire narrative with Macho story, you'll see why he worked with all security, because he played all nothing but security roles in this movie. Security this, security that. He's a moving security guard. Right? Hold on. So one macho with the management and the friend, girl, hoodie guy placed her in the freezer while they was cutting off the cameras and deleting footage. He said he been living this for 2 years, and I know everybody won't believe me, but there's a secret society. Get this shit, Trey Gang. Where you at? He said there's a secret society and an organization called the Royal Order of Justice operating in Rosemont, and some of their members work at Crown Plaza Hotel. Y'all don't think Mason's got jobs? What Masons they'll be working at a hotel? Look at this. Hold on. They work for Rosemont Police Department. Look how Royal Order Justice operate. The mayor office. Even the medical examiner office. Man, them folk got a whole fucking organization, a team. They got judges, lawyers, sheriff, feds, CIA, all of them working together. Yeah, working together until the public realize how really the world is corrupt. Hold on. What you say? If you're familiar who they are, that's why the village would go to the screen to protect the prostitution. Oh, yeah. Because I learned a whole lot about the prostitution. What's that dude name that supposed to be Monique friends? Be like, yeah, man, you know, Rosemont was known for the whole scrum. You know, Rosemont known for the prostitution. Everybody know that from Chicago, but for us, you don't know that. Y'all don't know that's a whole scrum. I know that's a whole scrum, man. The money laundering and what? Organ harvesting. Watch this. This finna fall on deaf ears. Watch how this finna fall on deaf ears. Only thing Trey Gang want to reveal and tell the truth what really happened to that girl, bruh. This is Crown Plaza Hotel right here. It's an underground tunnel that went straight to her, like what Franz K said, he tired of the organ harvesting. And guess what he said? Right here what he said. In the surrounding area, let's go to it. Right here. This building. Right here. This is where they do this shit at. You can read the fucking signs on her. Right? You can read all this shit on the signs. Alright, this is what they do. Right? The lady that worked in housekeeping, Sarah Jacob, that's Little Meat. Check this out. Y'all remember when 54 Keys made a video about Lil Meat, and Lil Meat didn't want to go talk to the house. He didn't want to talk in front of his manager, and he wanted to talk to the police alone. That was Sherry Jacob. This is a housekeeper manager, right? And you know this. If Trey didn't show y'all her background, and I said, why would this lady want to be a supervisor and housekeeper if she got a degree in surgery? This is like Damn, what you went to school for? Oh, yeah. Practicing surgery. You know what I'm talking about? I cut organs out of bodies and all this old stuff. But why you working at a McDonald's? Why you a manager at a McDonald's then? Won't that would sound strange to you? This is like me. This is like me going to be a lawyer. Study to be a lawyer. Get my bachelor's degree. You know what I'm saying? Get my law license, right? And now become a lawyer. Then I went to school just to know the law, just to breathe it. I just want to learn how to get how they solve murder cases. Oh yeah, let me boom. Oh, this how they do it. Oh, I can beat the system with this shit. You see what I'm saying? Man, let's get those likes up, y'all. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. I ain't gonna say nothing no more. This is what I'm gonna show y'all. If you want to talk about Selena Gomez's kidney, watch this. You want to talk about Selena Gomez's kidney? You know, look, watch this. Check this out. Look, watch this. Look at all the YouTube finna. Look, watch this. Look at all these people, bruh. There ain't no conspiracy theories. None about this shit. None about this shit. So if everybody look, this is too dark. Look. Bro. Didn't I tell you, bruh? These bastards, bruh. They got big YouTube channel, bruh. They got to keep this shit going. This shit crazy to me. This shit so crazy to me, bruh. I'm finna show the world this shit. If you want to talk about what Selena Gomez, this shit too dark, and you don't believe her kidneys and all this thing, here go the surgery bill. Here go the surgery bill. You can come through this shit underground. Matter of fact, you can watch the whole 36-hour footage, and you'll be like, that's where all the traffic went to. That's why P them there. I mean, look at this shit. This lady made this shit 4 weeks ago, bruh. Look. Who is paying these people? I don't hear nobody else bringing up old cases like they do in Kenneka. Look at this shit. And I'm telling everybody, I'm like, y'all look, YouTube and TikTok, they all went to this crime con junk. They ran by the police. It's the detectives. They reach out to YouTube to help them investigate crimes, bro. Look at this shit. I don't mind kidney to see. Look. Died in the hotel freezer, mystery death. Look at this shit, bro. Watch this. Watch how many YouTubers finna get exposed when I show y'all this shit. I just want to go this week. I should have went this month. A big YouTube channel, right? Look. All these shorts. Why are them showing shorts alone? Oh, look. Video. Do I got it set right this week? I'm going to go this month. Bam. Booyah! 4 weeks ago. I ain't worried about that. Look. I ain't worried about that. Hold on. They were this month. Right? They're going to do it once a month, bro. It's going to be a YouTube channel once a month. And they're going to go in on this shit, bro. Matter of fact, damn, I wish I could go back like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But this will even make it better. Now look, don't mind the little small channels. Just mind you the big ones. Look, boom. Selena Gomez, look, Reed. recreate their iconic. What you mean recreate their iconic? All right. Like reenactment. Boom, look at her. Look. She went to Crime Con, bro. This how police would train you. Like, look, this how you do it. This how you investigate it. See what I'm saying? Hold on. Look, boom. They got to, bro. Selena Gomez destroyed her vase. Relevant damage. Check this out. Look. Girl don't even look the same no more. They want y'all to believe this Selena Gomez theory is so crazy. Hey, do y'all believe it? Yeah, I believe it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. The only thing these people gonna tell you, and this conspiracy, look, Kenneka Jenkins, mama speak out and expose that she was forced to lie. She wasn't forced to lie. This is crazy to me. She wasn't forced to do none of this shit. Only thing it just told me, bro, man, these people played with her and her fucking money, bro. And you got Selena Gomez getting their money. Everybody getting their money. Selena got how many movie deals after this shit? How many movie deals that these people got after this shit, bro? Look. That's what I'm trying to. I'm glad that you even peeped the name. True crime nurses. True crime nurses? What that mean then? That sounds like what I'm trying to tell everybody. Damn! Look. Kenneka Jenkins' mom just exposed everything. No, she did. Kenneka Jenkins' mama exposed. She knew what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. Yes, she do. Selena Gomez rapped Kendrick Ma, not like her, word for word. Oh, yeah, that's 2 months ago. Look at this shit. She the one that needed a kidney to live. So she can stay in the camera spotlight. They're going to bag her up every time. Look what Jedediah said. This was 4 months ago. Watch this. She said he was there at the hotel. Matter of fact, goddammit. Let me go to this shit. Look, right behind the movie theaters. This how when you got real money, this like a trap house. Think about this shit in the hood. Like, yeah, these the projects right here, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, what a powder at? Like, look, you gotta come right here. Powder right here, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what you want. You want to come right here, you know what I'm talking about? Where the bud at? Oh yeah, go to the movie, you know, right here. The bud be right here. You want the powder, you know, little hammer on this shit, little pills and shit. You gotta come right here. You know what I'm saying? Like little weed and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, get your little weed from right here. It's just like a tie shop. I know plenty of drug dealers got their own tie shop. They own, you know, they own little bit. It'll be a dry cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Because you got the money laundry there. You see what I'm saying? Look at this shit. Look how this shit set up. Look how this shit set up, right? Hey, for all you doctors and college students and people that dealing with organ harvesting, come to Rosemont. We got all the hotel, the best food, and we got it right here. All on one block. Payal. Man, you would have people flying all over the world now, man. This is food lit. Man, I can come here. Look. I can come to Grand Plaza, set me a motherfucker up, have me a 5-star room. They got restaurants over here, pay that they own expense to all these business in cahoots. Like what Franz K said. Boom, right here. Like what Franz K said. Right? The letter said, right? It's crazy to me And he said they work for the Crown Plaza. They want to protect the prostitution, the money laundering, organ harvesting, human trafficking, and other bad things they are connected to. This isn't everything, but I just want to share my side to help of what really happened and get justice for her. I didn't kill her. But again, I also couldn't speak out to clear my name at the time because we all signed it confidentiality forms to not speak about it. He said he wasn't forced. He didn't say no, he got forced. Why Miss Teresa said she been forced to sign the contract? Miss Teresa signed it willingly. Watch this. The hotel is just a small piece of the Stevenson family mafia state. Mm-hmm. It sure is a mafia state, because guess who buried in Rosemont? That's a mob. I didn't even know this. Why there? David Friedman owned housing where the workers are required to live. That's where you get Carroll Court from. Yep. North Plank, Carroll Court Road. That's why when you watch the hotel surveillance footage, that's why you don't never see employees actually coming to work. They just popping up on the camera like, damn, do you stay in this motherfucker? And all them foreigners. Check this out. He even told y'all, man, look, a lot of these workers work at the hotel. That's why Mr. Reese was able to go on the 11th floor and talk with her. Allegedly against, and come to find out this lady work at the hotel. Huh? And then look. They got them on the strict thumb observation, and Linda has family on the Rosemont police as well. David and Linda worked with Rosemont to keep the truth for being told, and the real footage would never be shown. It was already altered and tampered with. The time was adjusted to fit the police report, and that's why it took over a month to be available elsewhere. I pray to God to forgive me, and pray will forgive me as well. Shit. Now let's 54 keys break the beverage manager down.
Of an upcoming renovation. He believed that a contractor may have been in the kitchen earlier in the day on Friday.
Yeah.
It was not known if the contractor had secured the area before they may have left. Like, I don't know about y'all, but none of that sounded right to me. None of it. You know, like, okay, so you want them to believe nobody's been in this kitchen, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, a contractor might have been in there, and you know he might not have to lock this shit up. Okay, it just sounded fucked up to me.
It makes you think if they was on a working visa. Think about it. A lot of those employees don't even speak English, bro. You see what I'm saying? A lot of those employees don't even speak English. Look at all those foreigners that work in that job. There could be people from farmland, and they gave them jobs. Like, you can work in this hotel, and it look like they citizens because they got a job there, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff. But man, if you put ice in that motherfucker, they might got to shut that bitch down. Man, you call ice and look, man, I call ice on these bitches. Hey, Ice, you might want to. I know some couple of immigrants going to Crown Plaza Hotel. Man, there'll be probably breaking news in that motherfucker. Ice up here at the Rosemont Hotel. Out there the whole goddamn staff. Like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, these delivery immigrants, like, you know, they don't even supposed to be here. Look, watch this. Watch how 54. Tell me this, when I play this video of 54, did 54 expose herself, expose the hotel, and everybody just by doing the paperwork and breaking the paperwork down?
But at the end of the statement,
Hey, y'all.
It just says that he provided them with contact information and stated that he was scheduled to work later Sunday, September the 10th at 1400 hours. So he's due back in at 2 p.m., okay? He would be available if needed, if they needed any further information. The interview was concluded at 2:24. So at 2:24 a.m., they ended the interview with him. Now, I know we've all been on the beverage manager's ass, and the more and more I looked at his witness statement, I was like, something just don't sit right with me about him. And when I thought about the fact that they interviewed him twice, like I said, they interviewed him on the 10th, and then they interviewed him again on the 17th. I think a bigger question for me was, what transpired between the 10th and the 17th to make them double back and talk to this motherfucker again? So I went exploring, and I'm about to show y'all some shit that I found. Follow me, y'all. Ride with me. Now, this statement was generated on September the 9th, okay? And we know that because at the beginning of this statement, they're talking about the events that led up to Kenneka being missing.
Trey Gang let her just expose all of this shit. Trey Gang let her just expose all of this shit. Trey Gang let her just expose all of this shit from the security guard. Then he said they were going to fabricate the story. Then he said they were going to fabricate the story. Keep this in mind. This whole letter is based on how the manager and the friends and family all came together in the cover-up. And a murder. And fabricate the story. Every last one of them fabricate their own story. Look.
Talking about the missing person report, all that.
Yeah.
So this report started on the 9th. However, further into this report, they started discussing things that happened on the 10th.
Ooh.
And importantly, one of the things that stood out to me about this statement right here was the descriptions that was given by Police Officer Walsh. And I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. So I'm going to highlight this portion right here because I want y'all to understand what Walsh is telling us. And it says, I spoke with Walsh, who advised while he was outside of the hotel checking.
Now, this ain't Walsh on the footage, though. This ain't even Walsh. That's the crazy part about it. This is not Walsh, because who y'all name heard in the kitchen? Jerry, what kitchen you in? Jerry, what kitchen you in? I'm in the freezer. Oh, fuck. Jerry is not Walsh. Walsh is the commander, bro. He's the watch commander. He's the one that controlled the whole investigation. That's his name. Man, you better look into Kendra Johnson case deeper. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. I got a live video. Look, I'm like, man, look, you got Kendra Johnson. Man, look. Watch this. Man, I can show you Kendra Johnson and Kenny Martin. You'll be like, whoa, what these motherfuckers look just alike. Look.
On the area near the loading dock. One of the hotel security members, later identified as the food and beverage manager, came outside and said something to him, but he couldn't hear what he said. Walsh advised he looked in the direction of him and saw he was waving him over. Walsh said he walked towards him and he said to him, quote unquote,
look, once you look at the map again, look at the map one more time. This shit crazy. As 54 breaking this shit down, what are you gonna be waving him over world? Hold on. Let me go to the Crown Plaza right quick. This is the Crown Plaza. Let's go to the Golden Dot. Right here. If you said you had to what now? By the back dog? Come on, act right now. Act right. Right still. Here we go. Right there. That's why I want right there. You said you had to wave him over? He couldn't be right here waving him in. I can see if he were right here. Ooh, if he had to wave them in, that's where Mitch Teresa and the police officer was going to be at. Pow! Pow! God damn it. Stop fucking with me, bro. Look. Ain't that what Mitch Teresa there? And then we just heard all these calls like, you know, Mitch Teresa going to be right here with the police. And then look, if you look at this area, look, I won't even be surprised when Mitch Teresa came in. Look, watch this. Check this out. Won't this make sense, gang? Won't this make sense? If we got Mitch Teresa right here. If you got Mitch Teresa right here, and you got the beverage man and the police, like, look, we got her in the kitchen. And then King Rob was telling everybody, hey, Mitch Teresa was talking to the coroner, and they showed her, like, look, we're going to show that murder video if you don't get right. That y'all the one that killed Kenneka. Now, just say the police will be right here. Is it possible that Mitch Teresa and the police will walk down this whole right here? Walk all the way down on this side, right? Nobody ain't gonna see this. Right? Watch this. How Trey ain't finna do this shit. Hold on. Watch this. Ain't nobody looking into this type of shit right here, right? Hold on. Let me go here. Come on, where that motherfucking dot is? Shit, I don't want to use this Google shit like this. Let's go to the DoubleTree right here. Now look. What y'all see right there? Ooh! And that lead to where? The ballroom. Ooh! And then look, this ain't Mitch Teresa and the police. They walk all the way in here. Went in that ballroom. And told Mitch Teresa what it was. And guess what happened? After when Mitch Teresa walked in their room right there, meeting up with the police, guess what happened? I'm finna go to my history. Watch this, how this finna make sense. That's why the footage finna be fucked up right here. Because if you look at it like this here, scratch this what you see right here. When that door close, boom, stop it right there and think about, okay, Miss Teresa out there, the beverage manager just found her. So they walked Miss Teresa down in this room and then look what they did. Watch this. Look. She ran out that motherfucker. Her and Living North. Look what Living North got on. All black. Ooh wee. Y'all looking for that girl in all black? Yeah, all black. Oh, she left with some friends. Jenkins and mad, right? Watch this. So look. Hold on. Watch this, y'all. This how you finna really expose this shit. Let's go to the other camera. If you go to this right here, this to be the reenactment. Cause they got to mess that John up when she ran out that John. So guess why this gonna look like a reenactment?
I'll leave no witness in the back.
Right here. See, I told y'all, bro. These folk gonna play with y'all, bro.
Going to be.
See, boom. So what they did, if you look at this time, look. Oh my God. Look, watch this.
Shocking because.
Like so they had to reenact that part to match it up when they ran out the room and made it look like this. Like this. This finna expose Mitch Teresa even more.
Showing y'all Vivotech footage. They all right.
Watch this.
But I can't go that way. Teresa about Kenneka.
Look at the timestamp that he got.
Or what they found.
Look at the timestamp. You finna notice the time even off. Cause you know what time this supposed to be at, right? Y'all know. Then look, y'all remember when I was telling y'all about this girl came with living on. Look what she was doing.
Alright, so let's keep it moving.
She knew that she was in some type of bar. They even talking about this shit, bruh. See this shit? Look.
Here talking to the family, trying to be like, I don't know. He knows what's going on. Remember, I told
they're gonna police now
that they found her body at 11:24.
Ooh.
Here comes one of that cleaning girl. That they found her body on the 9th at 11:20.
So did.
PM.
And this is a whole totally different footage. Hi-yo! Got him. Got him. Hold up.
A little bit before midnight is when they actually found her.
Told you.
In the freezer.
Let me skip it a little bit. Right, watch so this. Just wait till Miss Teresa get it now.
Alright, so
basically you can say Miss Teresa already ran out the hotel, so they're gonna have to stage this right about this time to match the footage when they ran out at the hotel.
Remember, these rooms are
see there, why there?
Also, you
there she go, coming in.
Her boyfriend comes in. Right
look,
here.
Boom.
Did they just wave to her to come back?
Yeah.
I think they waved to her to come back.
Ooh, they getting good.
Come on back. Yeah, they're waving her. See? They're here. Come on, come.
See that?
Follow us. So Lenora and Teresa.
That's why.
Follow them.
That's why, because they had to make up for this shit. Look, they had to make up for the footage they released. For this shit. Booyah! So all of this, look, boom. So what they did was try to make it look like, well, we're going to show this camera that Miss Teresa just arrived. See that? All of this is going to match up with this. But this part, this was before 11 song. So you got this footage, boom. Right after the beverage, ooh, wee, man. So they try to match this with this. So Miss Teresa had to reenact this scene right here.
I've also showed y'all videos of Teresa running out of the door.
Yeah.
She was being told this. But what I want you to see is watch how everybody comes. They stare, and then watch what happens either in this video.
Look how they all lined it up. The way they lined it up. That's why they told them, look, we don't want nobody in this area because we got to do this reenactment to explain why she would be running out of her. But they got the time wrong. Ooh. And then when you go back to this timestamp, then you got to go to this. Right? It's this. Right? Check this out.
That's her boyfriend right there. Teresa's boyfriend right there.
Check it out.
And
look, he already finna take a knee down and everything before it even happened. You see this? He already breaking down before it even happened, bro.
Basically just hanging around waiting. They go outside for a sec, I guess. They go running that way because they heard somebody scream. Look, and here comes, look at Teresa.
Told you.
She's fighting with him. Get off me. Get off me. Look at this guy come running. She falls down. Lot goes on right here. So let's go back.
You see how all this shit look fake, man?
Here in this little bit of
all that shit fake, bro.
I'm gonna slow it down.
All that shit fake now. And then look, if you go back to this timestamp, now you got to go to this. Proven with receipts. Trey Gang just don't do this shit, bro. Man, I'm trying to do anything I can do to get this girl just. Look what time this shit finna be talking about.
The same party from the Crown Plaza just called back.
Oh!
Saying they need to see you guys. They potentially know what room she's in now.
Pie-yow! That could have been a cold word for freezer talk. Maybe they made Teresa and them put her in the freezer. Y'all put her in the freezer. Uh-oh! So they gonna try to believe they all on these floors searching this room, but the whole time Miss Teresa and them could be placing that body in that freezer, bro. Look what be going on every time. They with the family. They in the parking lot. The beverage manager is gonna be there.
Alright, 10-4. 101. 619, yeah, that way I'm at here. We're gonna get the signatures, that way when I'm done. Yeah, 10-4, 101, and 619 in a row.
Did he already talk about a signature? He better not say anything about no goddamn signature.
Yeah, that way I'm at here. We're gonna get the signatures, that way when I'm done.
My point exactly. It makes so much fucking sense to me.
Yeah, 10-4, 101, and 619 in a row.
You still have them on the phone. Can we just advise them not to go up to the room to wait for us?
10-4, I'll give them a call back. They said that they believe that she's on the 11th floor through the window that they were looking at.
And otherwise, they said they watching through binoculars, meaning the camera, and the police said, come back through, we watching the camera. That means that what it actually would sound like. They would be watching the camera while Miss Teresa and them would be doing some foul play and placing Kenneka in that motherfucking freezer. I bet you. How much I want to bet I'm right on this shit, bro? I read too many paper reports. I seen too much footage. Look. Is this shit actually going on around about this time? Oh, yeah. Now you finna see why she would run out that motherfucker. Want to explain why she would be running out that motherfucker at this time? At this time frame. Let's see why.
Alright, 10-4.
I want to hear this shit out my own ear. I want to hear this shit.
101-609, I opened up that original missing persons call. So
Ooh.
we'll be going to that now.
Oh, missing person call. Oh, okay. Shit makes sense now.
It's
10-4.
At the Crown Plaza.
Man, that shit hit the spot.
10-4.
Man, them wings hit the spot, Jack.
Hey, Sarge, I'm gonna go look at the cameras real quick.
You can even hear the family members with them at the time. Look, you can even hear it in the background right there.
Hey, Sarge, I'm gonna go look at the cameras real quick.
If they with the family and they talking about they finna go review the family, the camera, why Miss Teresa talking about some, yeah, they had not letting us see none of this footage. But Living Over said, yeah, they show us after we reviewed the footage. Like, damn, I thought they didn't show you no footage. But you saying they showed you the footage? Pie-yow! Shout out to the super chat gang. Appreciate the love, y'all. Appreciate the super chat gang.
Negative. The hotel stated, the front desk told me that there was officers there earlier talking to them about this missing 19-year-old, but I'm not showing any cards punched for it. One-on-one. Alright, I searched missing person cards. There was one punched. It was, they used 9501 Devon for the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
Call you real quick.
10-4.
Walsh said that the food and beverage manager looked scared.
Oh, wait a minute. Then they said they used the new address? Did they say they used the new address? Hold on. Wait a minute. Get them, Trey Gang. Is this Crown Plaza, right? Right here. Here go the police department. Right here. This is Crown Plaza, right here. Guess the original report said is this address. Man, these folks finna stop playing with me. You mean this new address? This the first address. This 9501? Watch this. Watch this. Hold on, let me get it. Hold up. This it right here. This 9501 Technology Boulevard, Rosemont. This what this is. Watch this. West. Right here. Here go the other police department. Right down the street, 9501 West Devon Avenue. Look, in your face. 9501 West Devon Avenue. Now they got, oh, okay. I see what, hold on. Let me play this again.
Missing female black subject.
Gotta hear this shit again.
Call you real quick.
About the missing person report. The new address of the missing person report? Oh.
83 from 601.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Yeah, 101's on the phone with dispatch. This person was entered into leads by us this afternoon.
Uh-huh. Right. In the afternoon. Living over.
Will all be 10 with an incident report.
Uh-huh.
101, 10-4.
Actually, Rosemont 101 is just going to do a supplemental to that original call.
Uh-huh.
10-4, so you just want to close this one out with the CAD?
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you open up a new car, but you're just going to do a sub to the original call.
Okay.
10-4. 101 found property report.
All right.
Go ahead.
9550 William Street Garage. Meet up with Auxiliary Corporal Roland about a wallet that he found.
A wallet?
10-4.
In a car garage. Shit.
101 from 601.
Good.
Yeah, we could do that anytime throughout the night. Please go to 51 and get this supplemental narrative done, please.
Ooh.
10-4.
Ooh, wee. And where I'm at, goddamn, I'm gonna be right here. It ain't that far, man.
101 and 619.
Right here. So Crown Plaza right here. Police station right.
601 on that river in Darcy.
And the police station right here.
10-4.
So they got 2 police stations with the same address on different streets. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, bro? Come on, man. And I got some footage waiting on y'all.
Unwanted subject.
That's why they didn't want Miss Teresa up there.
101. 201.
Cause she didn't want to start all this shit.
Unwanted subject. 5440 River Road. 5440 River Road, Crown Plaza. It's going to be for a female black wearing a black sweater and blue jeans. Knocking on all the hotel rooms. She's going floor to floor looking for her missing 19-year-old daughter. The hotel would like her.
Oh, man. Then look. So that means before the manager discovered the body in the freezer, Miss Teresa already was at the back dock with the police, and boom, and once it happened and put it in the freezer, then look how they would be running out that junk. So when they ran out that junk, so they had to do a fake reenactment and showing the family. Man, this shit crazy, bro. This shit crazy. Man, I tell y'all what. Man, I'm finna get out of here, bro. What time it is? Because I really want to, you know what I'm saying? How long I've been live? Because I want to go back live. Yeah, 3 hours. I need to shut it down and go back live. Y'all, what y'all want to do? Y'all want me to go back live? Keep this shit rolling? You know what I'm talking about? Pop it off. Or y'all want round 2 for tomorrow, goddamn? Because I'm up all night, goddamn. I ain't got nothing going on. I might go live probably about 10, 11 o'clock. Depends on where I'm feeling. I just need to let the food digest right quick. You know what I'm talking about? And I could pull up some surveillance footage. You know what I'm saying? We could do all this shit. We could pop this shit out, goddamn it. Shit. Man, just let me know what y'all want to do. Shit, I can go take me a goddamn number 2 real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Dropping these little loads off. Man, I gotta drop these goddamn wings. Got me over here busting. Shit. The fuck they put in these wings? Goddamn, I gotta take a real grown man dump on this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like, man, a nuke finna, man. I'm finna nuke some shit in a minute. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Call the bomb squad, goddamn. Let them know, goddamn, man. Shit, we gonna be these bag up in a minute for this nigga here. I remember I was at the workplace one time. You know, normally I don't use the bathroom on the job site, but I had to took me a dump one time because I ate one of those sandwiches out them vending machines. I swear, man, my stomach felt like I done drunk a whole bunch of Pips and the acid built up in my stomach. I'm like, oh shit. Man, look, I went and took a dump in there because, you know, in those bathrooms, no wall echo like a motherfucker, bruh. I'm talking about, bruh, I sat down on that motherfucker, bruh, and this thing, you know, it's like, whatever was in those vending machine sandwiches, man, they'll turn your goddamn booty to a Draco. Soon as I sit down, man, I'm talking about I done shot 100 rounds real quick. Like, whoa, I can't control. Like, damn, I'm trying to lock the cheeks up because, you know, I heard a motherfucker walking. Like, damn, what the fuck going on in there? Like, you know, then you got motherfucker coming in and shit. I got to hold it like, damn, man. Then they want to sit up there. Then you looking at, you hear the footsteps. Man, look, I'm talking about, look, one motherfucker came in that joint, and you should have seen how that motherfucker skipped out that job. Man, like, it sounded like I had a pistol in that joint like a Draco or something. That motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? Man, it was like a firecracker. Like, you know, when you go to work, be like, yeah, let me get a 20-piece cannon, please. And you light that motherfucker say, man, and 4th of July like a motherfucker, bro. I said, I'd never eat one of those vending machine sandwiches again. Because on the packages, they got the package up like, damn, look at the buns on this junk. Look how thick the chicken. And then when you got them, you know, mine like, hell no. That's why I couldn't shit on the job no more, you know, because I had to whoop me a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Coming in there snitching to the supervisor like, yeah, you know, we got to throw a meeting, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we got employees leaving streaks in the toilet bowl. I knew somebody was sneezing, and then we had to go to meeting. Even y'all look, if anybody taking a dump in here, you know, if you drop one, you flush one. If it leaves streaks in the toilet, that's a class A write-up. I'm like, man, that niggas, I knew who did that. I said, yeah, that nigga snitched on me. You know what I'm talking about? He trying to damage my pimp career. Like, yeah, like this is what these hoes want to hear. Nah, they don't want to hear this shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you just a cop blocking some of a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga went back and told the shit like, yeah, I leave out the group. Female come to me like, yeah, Trey, you know what that nigga said? What he said? Yeah, you was in there taking a dump. Somebody, shit, your ass had an extra magazine clip in that motherfucker. Said that motherfucker sound like a Martian band, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, you ever heard a snarl? You know, I'm like, damn, that nigga said all that about me. Like, yup. Then look, even the customers, because you know what I'm saying? Because you know, you can't go in no, especially when they ain't got no dough. Hey, y'all ever went to like a stadium, like, they ain't got no dough, you just walk clean on in that motherfucker? No, I never shit in one of those again. Because when I take a shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? When I take a shit, I'm shitting for real. I'm dropping grown man laws, bro. Shit real serious, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about, man, you can hear that motherfucker drop. You can tell how long the fall is. When I drop one motherfucking turd, that motherfucker, then when that motherfucker hit the water, that motherfucker say, blooka, and let you know it's a clear goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? A clear hit to the water till you hear the active effect. Get the splash. Blooka. Yup. Woo! Got one more to go, goddammit. Then I gotta wait about 10 more minutes for that motherfucker to come. You know what I'm talking about? See, I just can't shit and just get up. Oh, no, I gotta shit. I gotta drop one load and take a quick 15 minutes. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta take a quick 15-minute break. Like, get my breath together. You know what I'm talking about? Light a match or something. Check my notification till the next one come. It's like labels. You know, like a female label. Like, oh, I'm crapping again. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's how I would like that. But yeah, gang, I'm finna get on about this jump. I'm gonna go live. I wanna go live in a few hours. You know what I'm talking about? I might go live in one more hour. You know what I'm talking about? No, we may well. Yeah, let me crack me another brew and go back like this shit. You know what I'm talking about? I do it like this. You know what I'm talking about? But check my notification, goddamn. I'm gonna check that, John. You know what I'm talking about? Man, fuck me up. Manager coming up, yeah, Trey Gang, you got to write up today. Like, what I did? Like, yeah, you was the last one. Installed number 4 on it. Yeah, I was installed number 4. Yeah, the janitor complained, like, they sick and tired of this shit. You know, it's coming cleaning up the streets, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It was one janitor, I ain't like that nigga, you know what I'm talking about? Every chance I get, I'm finna take a shit installed 4. I'm like, oh, you working today? Oh, no, you got time to lean, you got time to clean, you know what I'm talking about? Now I go in there, motherfucker, eat up the whole house. Yeah, give me some steak, burrito, taco, beans, rice, you know what I'm talking about? I'm finna take the biggest dump in the world, then finna let them know, hey, man, you might want to go in that mud, clean that mud. That hose, man, somebody dropped a nuke in that jar. I left something in there for you, you know what I'm talking about? Man, the motherfucker. Then I'm introducing me like, yeah, you know, this out John, he be cleaning up toilet bowls and shit. I done seen that man clean out some real streaks out the bowl. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, hype that boy ass up. Yeah, that's why nobody don't want to do nothing to try to kill Trey Gang, cause the last nigga tried to kill me. I cracked a joke and got out that deal. That man, we been friends ever since. That man said, Trey Gang, I'm finna kill your ass. So you said that goddamn joke, goddamn, it made me. I had to drop my pills and like, fuck this nigga. What you say? Bring my ass back. You know what I'm talking about? I bring my ass back. No did it though. You know what I'm talking about? Bring your ass back, Trey. It sounds like some kind of kinky shit. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back. All right. Yeah, I'll be back though. Yeah, pay y'all. Appreciate the super chat, gang. Appreciate the what you say. We say September. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, because that's what you got to do. The law that I dropped, you got to have a warning. I don't give a fuck who in the stall. If you got motherfuckers in the stall, this is what you do. All right, everybody listen up. You got a load that's finna drop, and I'm just warning you, this shit might get serious. And this motherfucker finna be goddamn. And then look, you on that toilet and that first poop of fire come out. That's when you say, timber! And that motherfucker gonna shoot out. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't lying, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The older I get, the more shit comes serious. Like, damn, you know what I'm talking about? I dropped the law so hefty, I had to look at that motherfucker like, damn, ain't nothing wrong with me. Make sure I see everything still working in my body. Because you got some weak ass kidneys and stomach, you can't produce a law the way I produce them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. Woo-hoo-hoo. Boy, y'all finna have me in tears, man. You know, because I already know how to make laugh. I'm be cracking jokes. I'm finna get drunk, smoke some kush. I would, you know, I do want to put my camera on and stuff and show y'all how pretty I am. I'm like, no, you two fuck that up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to show off my pretty boy smile and shit, you know, show my little fatigue. You know, and tell me how I look good in my white tee. I can't do none of that shit. Cause I'm gonna be dead before midnight if I do this. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Man. Hi y'all. I'll be back, gang. Y'all be cool and stay tuned. Cause I'm gonna be going live in the next hour or two. Probably earlier than that, but no less than 2 hours. And I'm gone. Ooh, man. I got the bubble up. I ain't fucking with them motherfuckers. Fuck them goddamn wings. Them motherfuckers fuck my whole fucking stomach up.